And we're live. That was fast.
And we're live.
And
Hello,
we're live.
listeners, if we've got any yet.
So we all make a mad scramble over to YouTube to get the chat going.
At this point, it just feels like we're all on a Skype call with friends, and some of our friends are just typing.
Yeah, exactly.
after last night's gaming session,
right?
That was fun.
That was super fun. It was super fun.
It was so much fun.
I know, like we were, Heather and I just kept talking to each other. We're like, oh, we don't want to. We're tired, but this is too funny. Let's just keep this going.
It really was a blast.
Oh, I had another thing for that article we were just talking about, but we'll talk about it after the show.
Okay. You want to just like type it in somewhere so we can look at it now, or want to just discuss it later?
I'll put it on under this one.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, is this 404? I thought this was 405.
It probably is. I've been all screwy lately.
Hang on, let me check the feed. Unless you can beat me to it.
Well, I'm on 404, but oh, there's Jacob Taylor. Guys, it's raining, he says.
That would be nice because it's scorching hot here.
We are on 405, Eugene, because 404 was Nintendo's too.
Okay, I'll edit it. I'll edit it. Okay, I added it to the doc, but so tell me what you think. Justin, I chuckled at that comment, just so you know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, we can discuss that later. It's not, it's not too big of a deal, but we can figure something out. Okay, what was I doing? I had things I was doing. Oh yeah, opening up the live chat.
We have our game crew already, it looks like.
Yeah.
Our game crew of 2. Oh, actually.
Hey Jacob, how do I say your Twitter handle? Is it Hacks Life?
Hacks Life.
Sour Patch.
And in response to your question, yes.
I didn't get any.
As a matter of fact, I do.
That is awesome.
Sour Patch Kids for life.
Silva, I didn't know you were in here. Are you going to podcast with me? Are you going to podcast with me?
Come here. Yeah.
Look at you. I like that when Justin's not here now, we just see his like super happy face.
Okay, I edited it to say 405, but it's still going to say 404 on Twitter, but
Sorry to call you out on that live, but I'm calling you out on it live, bro. Oh, let's see. Which news topic do I want today?
Hey, get out from under the bed.
Why can't I see any of these?
There
we go.
Pictures still loading? Yeah. What else did I need to change? That's for. Oh, I guess I can change the Google Doc to reflect that it's 405.
Okay. Go ahead. Go. Don't get Go. Okay. Let's see. This is all rather exciting news for me.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad news week, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay, well, we'll talk about who takes what, I guess, when we're all here. I feel like I'll probably just end up talking about Lollipop because I've been doing the ARM segments like every time, but I don't know. Like, I actually have a vested interest in every topic this time, which is cool.
You are kind of the ARMS guy, aren't you?
I feel like I am. I don't know. I mean, I haven't played it in like a month, but before that, I put like 90 hours into it. So
yeah.
Oh, the Pokken demo comes out tonight too. I wonder if that's probably not available yet, is it?
I don't think so.
I'm going to take a peek. Because if it is, that's another thing we could talk about.
I like Justin's like just random comments in the live stream chat. Not the live chat, but our private hangout chat.
8:45 is a great time for a telemarketer to call me.
Sounds about right. Be right back.
My boss got a call. She's been getting hella telemarketer phone calls lately, like all day, every day, like 3.5 hours. And she got to like the third one when I got there. It was like 11:45, and she's on her third telemarketer call. And she's got to answer the phone because it could be somebody like looking to be represented.
Sure.
And she's like, who is this? 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 And I'm thinking, yes. This is interesting.
What's happening?
There's an ARMS Global Test Punch this weekend.
Oh, cool. That is actually interesting.
I'm going to add that to our news article.
Yeah, we can tack that on with the already there ARMS stuff.
I didn't expect that to be a thing. I wonder how ARMS is done, all in all. Like, is it selling well, or is it kind of struggling?
I know it's already hit 1 million, but I can't remember the actual number. Let me look it up.
Come on.
Let's see.
See if that fixes anything.
Oh, I guess maybe it hasn't hit 1 million yet. As of that source is not saying as of July 1.
Huh. This is interesting.
What's up?
I don't want to spill our whole pile up right here, but according to the eShop, it's saying you can only play during these time periods: Friday 8:25 8 a.m. to Sunday 8:27 1 p.m. Does that just mean it's going to be available all weekend, unlike the last one?
I guess that would make sense.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, because usually they had them in like hour increments, so that's interesting that they're kind of giving away more for free.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's something to talk about, actually. It's kind of cool.
The only thing I can find with any video game sales is from vgcharts.com, and it's saying that ARMS has sold globally 0.6 million units, but that was as of July 1st. So,
damn. Well, I'm going to guess that it's up there.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay, I've got to turn off this live chat, or I'm going to be looking at my gross mug for the rest of the night, and I don't want that. Save that for the listeners. Ooh, I like those Sonic sodas. So I have, since we're just sitting here doing nothing, I have a Mario energy drink from like I want to say like the 90s, probably from actually like the mid 2000s. It's just like a can of Mario energy drink that I never touched.
Oh no.
It's just at this point, I'm just keeping it because it's cool. But like, I'm sure there's putrid energy drink liquid inside the can now that,
You're going to have
go near.
You'll have to make that a Patreon tier.
A stretch goal.
Yeah.
For $100,000, I will drink 10-year-old energy drink and try not to die.
Oh, that sounds like a good tier.
Yeah. What's worse is I'm pretty sure it's been in a garage for a few years, like in one of my storage boxes. So I'm pretty sure it's had the heat be a factor in its, survival.
I love how hashtag GoSteve has become a thing.
Hashtag go Steve.
All right, then go.
All right,
Get out.
Don.
What up, Justin? How's
Yeah.
the
I have everything that I was downloading downloaded. I'm just trying to figure out what the last of the music I'm going to use will be, and if I can't find it, then I'll just improvise.
That'll work. Where's Mike?
I have
I'm
a.
missing.
He did not feel well earlier. He wasn't sure if he was going to make it, so I'm going to guess that he can't. He'll probably be in chat.
I think he would talk to us though if he couldn't make it.
You want
He
to send him a text, Lucas? You seem to be the
He's-
Mike man on the scene.
Yeah, I
he
guess
said
so.
in the group text that he felt really sick.
Well, yeah, but he also said that that would mean that he might have to duck out early. So
Well, maybe something else ducked out early.
Oh God.
da-da-da-ba-da-bum.
Hey, if he's not here, I might stand a chance of your hosting, Justin.
Oh crap, Justin's hosting. Great. Well, Eugene wins. That was fun.
Whatever. I
Tune
might,
in next week for another amazing Nintendo ladies. and
whatever. I might
nerds.
get like 2 points, real points this time.
So, Hack says
I have a
is
theme.
$1.60 short of being able to get Sonic Mania. I wonder if some karma could help him out with that.
Right? Where is
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
like
mute.
that
My
we-
mother-in-law's calling.
I like that we just basically called Steve out on the show. Hey Steve.
that's great.
Back to ranked battle. I'm going to be completely focused tonight. Splat is not going to distract me at all. I promise it will completely distract me. But
Well, if you're going to be distracted, then I'll just try the next step of the trial of the sword while we're podcasting.
Damn it, Jacob! If I knew an easy way to send you $2 of Switch credit, I would. But the cheapest I can think of is 10.
oh god,
Michael, what are you trying to buy?
water is the best thing ever.
Agree. Any word on the missing Mike man?
No, not yet.
See,
Well-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I have 10 games, but I better throw a couple more in for backup. But I should be ready as soon as all that gets thrown into iTunes.
I asked Mike in like the nicest way possible, so I'm not sure what else I could have done. I literally wrote, "You coming or pooping?"
I was trying to remain discreet with all these people listening, but you know,
I'm pretty sure he's peed in front of like 3/4 of them, so I think we're okay.
This is not a lie. Thanks, Jacob, on Twitter, by the way.
Ooh, they changed the way the Rainmaker works.
Hashtag blame Eugene.
Hashtag blame Eugene. Have we gotten review copies of any games? Not really. We're kind of just starting that initiative, so
Yeah.
could be a while. I think we did get a review copy for a game a long time ago, didn't we? Or did we
We've
just
gotten a few.
buy games?
yeah, I was gonna say I've reviewed one or two, but
Yeah.
The last time I did a review copy of a game, I was working at Nintendo Fever. So
Uh-huh. We're getting on that initiative. We're, like Lucas said, we're kind of got a document going and a spreadsheet, so we're working on it. Hopefully some people love us.
by the way, in case anybody's wondering why I don't have any video, it's because I'm trying to download the music for Nintendo's this week, and I've had all sorts of computer and internet problems, so I'm trying not to bog down my everything.
yeah, it's eerily quiet here compared to last week when we all had Voice Meter open.
Yeah, right?
Like last week, we were playing woe memes and singing and having a wonderful old time. This week, it's just kind of us just chilling.
Jacob Taylor says,
well, I'm kind of focused right now, so I need to get that one last game that I want to throw in there. So
I'm not convinced that it isn't because It isn't because Justin is naked.
Yeah, Jacob says it's because you're naked, Justin. Don't lie. Don't lie.
That's always Eugene's.
Not at the moment, but I can be.
Hey, Lucas, I didn't get to hear what Justin or what Mike had responded to, or if he had responded to you.
He hasn't responded to me. It's just been silence. And to be honest, I've kind of been having a hard time getting in touch with him lately since he started school up. He's been a little bit harder to reach, so hopefully it's not that. Hopefully he's just, getting ready.
Oh, by the way, listeners and co-hosts alike, I'll probably be going dark September 1st, 2nd, 3rd. My boss and I have a project we're working on that I'll tell you guys about off the air.
Okay.
Because it hasn't been announced to the public yet. But yeah, so I'm doing that on the 1st and the 2nd, and the 3rd is my wife's birthday.
Oh, okay.
So
Mike just
are one of those
in the Google Docs, so I assume he's going to jump in this hangout here soon. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Lucas.
No, it's cool. Are one of those days a show day?
No, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I probably won't be on Infendo game night that night.
No, that's cool.
Oh my God. I hate it when people upload complete soundtracks and separate tracks, but do not put them in a playlist.
Are we complaining about Steve right now?
No.
All my shit's
Yes,
tagged.
I'm complaining about Steve.
I'm complaining about Gilver Sunner or somebody like that.
No,
that's
he always
Silva Gunner.
Well, there's Silva Gunner, and then there's also Gilva Sunner. So,
well, yeah, but Silva
wrong.
Gunner's actual name is Siva Gunner. The second I just looks like an L because he was trolling.
Anywho,
I didn't know that guy had a history. I just like his.
Oh, dude. He's got a massive... Okay, because first there was an actual Silva Gunner who before that was Timmy Turner's dad, and he actually uploaded high-quality riffs. But then this other guy came along who basically mimicked his account, and some people think he's the same person. And he uploads all of these parody rips that he makes, and they might actually be a team of people. But then they kept changing... They kept changing accounts, and because people kept getting banned for, uploading illegal content, and it just became this huge thing. So now we're settled at Gilva Sunner, who's the real one, and Siva Gunner, who does all of the high-quality rips that I love so much.
Interesting.
What's funny, at first... Oh, go ahead. Let's say hi to Mike. Sexy Mike.
Hey, guys. What's up?
How's you feeling?
Like shit, but I'll be all right.
We didn't tell anyone what was going on. We were very discreet.
By we mean everybody except Lucas.
All right, let's run through the show notes real quick since we are about 5 minutes till game time.
Okie dokie.
So the first one I put on here was the Final Fantasy Switch tease. That was kind of interesting. Then we have the Arms Fighter revealed. Lucas added the Global Test Bunch that's happening to that. Then we had the Pokemon data mine. And
just kind of a massive article, so whoever's doing that should probably really want to talk tonight.
Right. Then we had Rocket League stuff that came out of Gamescom. Basically just, your standard insert your Mario shit into your game and watch everybody buy it stuff. But it's kind of got me interested, not going to lie.
Of course.
And then lastly...
Hey, it works.
Yeah, right? And lastly, we have Mega Man Legacy Collection Data Mine, perhaps having a 3DS release. So that's interesting stuff.
Are we going to talk about the Super NES Classic pre-order thing?
I mean, I'm sure that's going to come up, so that's why I didn't add it to the list. I mean, there's not really much to talk about except for that nobody got a pre-order, So,
Well, except for you.
Yeah, I figure that's probably better talked about in like a change the system type place, you know, because it's not really news us bitching that nobody can get a pre-order, you know. That's everybody knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh god, everyone on Twitter is fucking having a goddamn circle jerk about that.
Yeah, I saw you posted your own posts in like photo format, so I was kind of curious to see what that was about.
Everyone's like, this whole hashtag
Yeah,
this hashtag Hey Nintendo thing came out, and I'm like, all right, fuck this shit. I'm coming on, and I'm saying my mind.
Hashtag thanks Iwata.
I mean, I'm upset about it, but even I'm like, all right, guys, you're being a little ridiculous. Just wait until the damn thing comes out. If it's not on store shelves, then bitch.
Hey, let's save our cynical apathy for when we're actually doing the show, because this is good stuff. This is what...
Do we ever run out of cynical apathy?
I know you don't.
All right.
So what did I miss on the show note wise? I'm looking at them right now. Are we adding anything? Are we getting rid of anything? What's going on?
Well, the last thing was Mega Man Legacy Collection, which brings us up to 5 articles. So I guess we just kind of got to pick what we want to talk about.
Yep.
I don't see what else we missed. I feel like there's some other stuff that happened. But
so is an empty chair Steve's profile pic now, or is he actually gone?
No, that's actually Steve. He evolved, and that's his new form.
Because I wouldn't put it past him to do something like that.
Right. Okay,
wait, are you guys on camera? I don't see any of you guys. What the hell?
I am trying to save bandwidth at the moment.
Okay.
We're on camera, and on YouTube it's showing us. So
I don't know why on Hangout it's not showing it.
I mean, I can see them.
Yeah. So can I? Okay. So who wants to take what? Steve. It sounds. I mean, Lucas. It sounds like you kind of already dibs the ARM stuff.
Yeah, if nobody minds. I mean, it kind of follows the tradition at this point, so I'm cool with it.
Cool.
Oh, here we go. I had it on audio only in my bandwidth. That makes sense.
Mike, do you have a preference on news articles for this week?
If no one wants Pokemon, I'll take Pokemon. If not, I'll do some dirty anal sex shit. I don't know. I'll do Mega Man if no one wants to. Pokemon.
Well, it's up to you. Because the Pokemon section is going to have a lot of bandwidth, right? So if you're not feeling up to it, then I can take that one.
A lot of bandwidth?
Maybe wrong term there. It's gonna be you're gonna have to talk a lot, I guess. You know. So if you're not feeling up to that, then you know, since you're feeling sick.
No, I'll talk. I'm all right. I just got to fart and like crap my pants every now and then, but I'm all right.
Okay, then we'll pencil you in for Pokemon. I would want to take Rocket League because I think I'm the only one that has played that game. So if you guys don't mind,
I've played it too.
Okay, we're getting ready to start, so whatever's gonna have to wait for the next section.
We have 2 left: Final Fantasy and the Mega Man. So Steve and Justin, take your pick.
I'll take Final Fantasy unless Justin wants it, and then I'll take Mega Man. I'm good with either of those.
I don't care about any of the news this week, so I'll take the leftovers. Mega Man's fine with me. That's probably the one I'm most interested in because I've actually played a Mega Man game.
Has there ever been a term that's better described Mega Man than leftovers? Like that just feels like he is the video game equivalent of leftovers.
Right.
So just to check before we get too into this, Jacob was saying that YouTube is pretty Lucas focused. Is that just because I won't shut up, or is there actually like a thing with the cameras where it's focusing on me?
I don't know.
Dear God.
Oh, I think I might have had clicked on your face. Tell us now if it's better. Is that a penis?
I hear Sonic.
Don't look at me.
Oh, that's me.
I've got Splat on mute, buddy. Yeah, that could have been it, I guess, Eugene. But I don't know. I guess we're good now.
Sounds good to me. Let's see. And so just so, Steve, you said you were taking that Final Fantasy news?
Yes, Steve said he was taking Final Fantasy. I'll take Mega Man.
Okay.
which means I have to actually read it.
It appears that it might actually be Final Fantasy 15 Pocket version, which is coming to iOS and Android. That actually might be what's coming to Switch. But they never said one way or the other. So just remember to throw that in, Steve, if you can still hear me.
His dumbass is muted.
Sorry,
I don't
say
know.
that one more time.
How would you pronounce this data miner's name?
Eugene, what was the thing?
Hold on, Justin. So apparently apparently Final Fantasy 15 also got announced for mobile, and so coming to like iOS and Android, it's called Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, and that might be the version that's actually coming to Switch, but they never said one way or the other. So just throw that in there as well.
Okay, yeah, I will mention that.
All right, Justin, you're up. What do you got?
I was just asking how I'm supposed to pronounce this data miner's name. Is it Griga Master?
I guess
give a
just
crap?
take some political liberty with that. That is reporter's choice.
Mm-hmm.
In much the same way that we spent all of last night mispronouncing Haxlife's name.
Exactly.
It's kind of one of those things.
I wouldn't know because, I can't play games with you guys because you all suck.
We do.
Justin, I would play games with you if I wasn't fucking at school all the time and I was.
Yeah, it's always something with you.
All right, guys.
Oh, there's a guy
out on the
Lucas, are you doing
long?
Lucas, you're doing the ARMS thing, right?
Yeah.
About the fact that they're doing an ARMS manga too in Japan now, or
Might as well throw that in there. Who's doing it again?
Koro.
Okay, yeah, I'll add that to the list. It'll be an ARMS extravaganza. I really hope that we have some listeners who don't listen live, because otherwise they know like everything we're going to talk about before we do it.
Right. All right, so everybody open up your Audacity or your recording program.
That would help.
Oh, yes, that.
You know, that thing that we
Yes.
do to make the podcast audible for the rest of the people?
So this part's important. Make sure, since we were all on Nintendo's last week, your microphone is probably set to voice meter in Audacity. So make sure it's set to the right microphone.
It is. Now my
okay.
Audacity just crashed. So give me a
Thank you
second
for that. Let me double check.
Oh god,
I mean-
I accidentally opened up my big smoke meme. Okay, voice meter output. So I want microphone. So I want microphone blue snowball, right?
Yes. Justin, since you're running Nintendo's, I don't know if you're wanting to put it on that other like voice meter alternative or whatever for Mac first, or just run it off your Bluetooth off your microphone, or...
If I do that, then I'll end up with the static. So
right.
I'm better off just switching it when we do Nintendo's, which with the programs I'm running right now, I can do it without having to stop anything. So
Cool, that works. So you can just kind of switch on the fly. That'll work.
Right.
Let me just get Audacity open again, guys.
Yeah, it takes like about, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds worth of finagling, but it's
no
I don't
big
have to stop anything.
Okay, cool. All right, so everybody, let's get recording if you're not haven't already.
Hang on, my Audacity
Roger.
decided to switch
What
over.
part of give me a second to load the fucking program don't you get?
Probably the give me a second and the program part. Those seem to be the parts that would confuse someone.
I understand give me.
Also, I didn't hear you say
Check.
that at all, so I apologize.
Ask from
I don't.
Audacity crashed like twice on it. Again.
Fudge pops.
I feel like I'm picking up my computer's like ventilation. I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem.
I run everybody's audio through enough filters that it should probably be okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
His favorite filter is the make Mike stop talking filter.
That's my favorite filter. God, I love it. It's made life so much more convenient.
It worked real well on the podcast ratings too. People seem to like it better.
So, is everybody recording? Can we sync up?
I'm good.
I think we can.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, sweet.
Steve, are you recording?
Yes, I am recording.
Cool. All right, everybody, let's get clapping and then let's get recording. So, in 3, 2, 1.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Right. Justin, what were you at?
I have no idea because I missed the one and then heard everybody clapping and didn't clap.
Well, what are you at right now?
I am at minute 50.
Did you clap at all?
I clapped about seconds before I heard everybody else clap.
Okay, we'll figure it out. All right, Lucas, what are you at?
I clapped at 156.
Hey, Steve.
I clapped at like 122. There's 4 spikes. It was somewhere around there.
And Mike.
1 minute.
Cool. Let me get my non-clicky keyboard.
Mike gave me the clap.
Oh, God. Let me get my non-clicky keyboard. Everybody go pee or do whatever you got to do. Fart, I don't know.
If I go to the bathroom now, I'm not. If I go to the bathroom now, I'm not coming out.
Hey, bring your phone with you.
Can't record on my phone though.
Wait, stop.
All right.
I don't know if anybody can hear my cat purring. I hope it doesn't ruin my recording.
It's
Crap.
about time someone heard for you.
Okay. That's what I was trying to avoid. All right.
All right, guys, let's get rolling. Let's remember to be courteous of everybody, no interrupting each other, please. Let's try and be a concerted effort with that tonight. And yeah, let's get started. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio. This is episode, fuck if I know, I've already written the wrong number like 3 times tonight. I think we're 405, but I've got everybody with me tonight. We are ready to rock and roll. Who's with me? I've got a pussycat in spot 1. How are you doing tonight, Justin?
I'm doing pretty well. A lot of technical difficulties again, but hopefully they'll get ironed out in time.
I really wanted to make an Elvis joke in there, but fucking didn't feel like that.
Who was that fine gentleman I heard speaking? How are you doing tonight, Mike?
I'm doing pretty crappy, actually. Pun intended.
Well, we'll just leave it at that. Let your mind wander. Lucas, how the hell are you?
Yeah.
Lucas, how are you doing tonight?
I'm better than everyone else from the sound of it. I'm doing good. I just had a birthday. I didn't get a speeding ticket today, so life is just dandy for this guy.
Oh, you flirted your way out of that?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta show a little leg a little bit. Gesundheit, by the way. How the hell are you doing tonight, Steve, and all your amiibo stuffed animal collection?
I is alive. It's been a night, but I'm here.
Just a little head trauma.
Just a little.
Your stuffed animal collection is in better focus than your face for some reason.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand that.
We'll roll with it, though. Sonic is in good focus. But it sounds like we are ready to rock and roll. We have a full news section tonight, so we're just going to get rolling right into it. And first up is actually some news that I kind of care about, I guess, but maybe not, because we actually don't know the implications for this. But Steve, why don't you take us our first news topic?
Yeah, because we're prepared tonight. So Square Enix actually has teased that Final Fantasy 15 may be coming to the Switch. They teased it at Gamescom, and it was just a little more substantial than the general rumor. Let's see. I'm just trying to remember exactly what happened because I read this article a couple of days ago. They can't give any complete solid details at the moment, but we very much do want to move out and do as much as we can with the game and the franchise. There's another certain console out there more people may be thinking of. It sounds a bit like Twitch. So that sounds to me like it's a, pretty solid announcement, doesn't it?
Final Fantasy in my ditch.
So I'm good with it. I mean, I never picked up Final Fantasy because I just have no desire to play my PS4 anymore now that I've got my Switch. Everything I buy, I want to play on Switch. So the more Switch games we can get, sign me up. Anybody else looking forward to this, or is it just me?
I don't have a Switch, optimistic.
So. I mean, like, anytime Final Fantasy gets teased for Nintendo system, like a new one, that's cause for celebration for me, because that's a series that I feel like left after 6 and went in a completely different direction, and I miss it and I want it back. But, like, I don't know. I'm hopeful. But I have heard rumors that it's going to be the mobile version, and I guess that wouldn't be as good. So,
yeah,
still cool. I guess it's still Final Fantasy, like, better than Theatrhythm.
Yeah, actually, hell.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What was it, Eugene?
Eugene.
So, hi, Eugene.
Welcome back to Infendo Radio. We have lost the dead weight of the group.
I'm going to guess that he was going to ask how Theatrhythm was or something.
How was Theatrhythm, Lucas?
It was okay. I mean, it was a rhythm game, and it had a lot of nostalgia. So if you like Final Fantasy and you like rhythm games, it's a top-notch game. But otherwise, it's pretty bottom of the barrel, which is why they made 2 of them.
Yeah, I think that's kind of why
your panhandle is showing.
Oh God, I think that's why it played to me, because it played to my nostalgia. You know, well, I just.
That was my whole thing. Like, I got like all of my favorite characters, and I was just like playing through my favorite songs like 3 or 4 times, and like that was my whole deal with that game. So
right,
yeah. We are having Eugene. Of course, we're having Eugene issues now that we're live. God, every time. Who's else has a comment on Final Fantasy 15? Mike, Justin. Any thoughts?
I have played exactly 1 Final Fantasy game to completion, and that was 7, and I used a hacked game save, so my opinion does not matter.
So, I like Final Fantasy. I like Kingdom Hearts better, so, I mean, if we get Kingdom Hearts 3, it'd be way more hype than Final Fantasy, but whatever.
Did you
play? Here's my argument.
Did you play Final Fantasy 15 before you sold your PS4?
Fuck no.
Okay.
That game is huge. I ain't playing that game.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was too.
I don't have the time for my Final Fantasy 15. I also didn't really start my fantasy.
Here's the only thing for me when it comes to Kingdom Hearts that has me like everybody wants Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Switch, and I get it, and I think it'd be a great move, but like I never played 1 or 2. I never played any of the spin-offs because I never played 1. So like I'm stuck in this thing for me where I want to play the first one before I play the second one. I want to play the second one before I play the spin-offs, and I wouldn't even dream of touching the third one because I've got so many other games to play. And
yeah,
like
I feel like Kingdom Hearts should come out in like a compilation if they're going to release it on the Switch.
That's what I need to get into it.
There's a bunch of compilations. You have 1.5 and 2.5 together on the PS4. I know Lucas doesn't have, but I mean it's still out there.
Right.
And, I mean,
but like, I didn't even know
0.8 remake.
But I didn't even know that 1.5 and 2.5 were remakes or whatever, because that naming technique doesn't work for me, you know. 1.5 to me implies that it's like a mini type game that comes in somewhere between the first one and the second one. Like I don't know, I just feel like I'm so lost on it.
If they had given them logical titles, it wouldn't be Kingdom Hearts.
I love how Eugene says don't interrupt and we're just fucking like blasting through people.
Eugene's not even here.
I was saying 1.5 is Kingdom Hearts 1, like the full deluxe edition with like Chain of Memories and some other spin-off games in like all in one disc, and then 2.5 is Kingdom Hearts 2, and then and all that other shit. And then there's 2.8, which is like got the 3DS version on it.
Well, and then you've got 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue and all of these great games.
And none of which are even rumored to be coming out in the Switch, so it doesn't help Lucas or me.
Thankfully, half those games that are on those discs are really just nothing but cutscenes, because they're like heavy mobile or like handheld games, and they're just like upgraded and shit. So it's not a lot. Watching YouTube videos of like the cutscenes and stuff, gotta explain how a lot of the shit goes down in Kingdom Hearts.
Probably. I don't know. I just kind of like my chance to, I guess, to try the game first. I realize this isn't even Final Fantasy. Like, we've gone completely off topic here. But I guess since we are kind of waiting for you to
still have your PS3, right, Lucas?
Yeah.
1.5 and try that out. I mean, I'm sure it's probably
Yeah,
like
maybe I
this
will.
by now.
While we're kind of on the topic of Final Fantasy, a series that I kind of wish they had continued, and I'm probably alone in this because I don't think it was very popular, which is why it didn't do very well. But the Nintendo systems, at least, had all of those Crystal Chronicles games that came out. And like the first one was really interesting, especially if you had friends to play with. The DS one was kind of odd. And then the Wii one was actually really cool at the time. It just had a lot of, like, it wasn't a very well-made game, but it was a really cool idea for a game. So I don't know. I wouldn't have minded seeing that series go on either. But I guess if I had to pick, I'd rather just get main series Final Fantasy because, you know, that's a thing.
If I had to pick, now that you bring up Crystal Chronicles, I want Crystal Chronicles. That's perfect for the Switch.
Did you play Crystal Bearers? I really liked it. Like the story was interesting. The gameplay was odd, but it was okay. Yeah. Like if they could do like a Crystal Bearers with more of like a Xenoblade X style gameplay, like that would hold me. That would hold my attention.
Yeah, Crystal Bearers was cool for the time. Like, so for me, I had an Xbox 360 and a Wii at the time, right? So Crystal Bearers looked amazing for a Wii game, but like I kind of
that old qualifier.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it was kind of like, you know, when you played Twilight Princess and your friends would like zoom in on the grass and be like, "Look, pixels," and I'd be like, "But zoom out and look at how nice it looks." Like, you know?
Right, exactly. But no, yeah, you're right. Final Fantasy Crystal Bearers definitely had some interesting stuff to it. So yeah. So what did I miss? I've been in and out of internet. What?
We just kind of spiraled between Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and freaking Crystal Chronicles now.
We have no interest in Final Fantasy, really. I diverge to Kingdom Hearts instead because we can all talk about that.
Well, so I think what we're hearing is we're probably about as lukewarm as the general Nintendo audience when it comes to Final Fantasy 15, because I'm assuming for most people who don't own other systems, they're probably not that interested in Final Fantasy, or they would have a PlayStation. Like, I don't know. I want to get it if it comes out because, hey, Final Fantasy, really good series. But
yeah, never mind. I had a thought.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that should be it then for our Final Fantasy talk, huh? Does anybody have any last-minute thoughts?
Seems about as good as dead to me.
All right. Let's get on to the interesting stuff.
Hit us with it, literally.
Oh, God, I hope you people like ARMS because there's so much more ARMS to talk about. There's always ARMS to talk about.
I'm playing ARMS right now, so I'm interested.
ARMS is a good game, and I'm happy. Well, I pushed for it to make our list to some disagreement in the group, but obviously we liked it well enough. And Nintendo's doing a good job with it because it's kind of like the new Splatoon in terms of, you know, content coming out constantly and keeping itself alive when everybody would think it would be dead. They just announced 3.0 is coming out. They haven't actually given us a date, though, have they? For 3.0?
No, not as far as I'm aware. Okay. I even asked the group chat if it came out, but it didn't.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that it's going to be soonish then, just because they usually don't announce these things without a release like imminently following. But we got a new fighter, and her name is Lollipop, and she's as ridiculous as she sounds. She's basically a clown, which is kind of cool and kind of bizarre, but it's ARMS, so, you know, do what you will with it. She is candy themed. She looks like she's straight out of Candyland, which is kind of interesting. And she's a female fighter, so I'll actually try to main her because that seems to be my only qualification for whether I play as a character or not. We're also getting some new arms with her, kind of like we got with Max Brass. So I know we're getting the nunchuck ones. And I remember we're getting this, it's kind of like a shield weapon, kind of like the one that Helix has. But there's a third one that I can't remember.
It was one, it's like the Hydra, like the 3 vertical one, but it had like a blob ability because like she hit someone with it and it like blocked out like their viewpoint.
Cool.
Ooh, there's one for me.
But well, instead of like the Boar Bink though, it had like a picture of a clown on the blind spot, which is kind of
cool. That's cool. So there's going to be a whole set then, I guess, of visually blinding weapons that are coming out. It's nice. I like that. But yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say about her right now. I mean, I'm sure if you go on, you can go on to Nintendo's YouTube and watch the video for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get more of an idea of how she plays and everything. I wasn't able to really discern what her gimmick is yet. Like, you know, Ribbon Girl can jump in the air a bunch of times. Springman gets a power boost when he's hurt. I don't know if any of you noticed it.
When she's shielded, she like inflates herself. I forget what that
Oh,
does, but she can
yeah.
inflate herself and everything.
Yeah, so she's got some tricks, but I don't know. It's ARMS. It'll be cool to get a new fighter. I like that they're like trickling out fighters like this. I'm hoping that it lasts all year, kind of like it did with Splatoon, you know?
Yeah, it
And
just
honestly-
changes the whole meta, you know? It's really interesting.
Oh, yeah, I know, because then everything has to get adjusted. And then the next patch will be a patch for, you know, like fixing up whatever's been unbalanced from adding Lola and the new ARMS and everything. I will say again, like I said a few weeks ago, if you care at all about like your ARMS profile, you're going to want to set that in stone now, because when version 3.0 comes out, your version 2.01 is going to be locked into whatever you have. So if you have a character that you really hate and that actually bothers you, might be time to start playing as your main for a few fights until you get that swapped over, because you know, that's a thing. Or like in Mike's case, yeah, you're trying to get all the medals, right? The stamps.
Yeah, the one I just finally beat Grand Prix, all the characters. Now I'm doing 1 versus 100, but I can't. I hate fucking Master Mummy. I can't do his damn thing. I get to headlock and I get my ass beat. But I have my Switch on airplane mode, so I can't go on the internet or anything, because I'm not fucking coming out tonight at midnight and I don't have it done. Because like that's when we talk about Max Brass update and stuff, like on the show. I think like that night it fucking came out or something, and
it came out like that day, I think. Yeah, so we actually could be very close to a release.
Yeah, so I'm like taking it pretty precariously.
Yeah, so you know, if that matters to you, that's something to think about. They're also going to be doing a global test punch, kind of like they did before ARMS actually came out. It's going to be this Friday, the 25th, through this Sunday. So by the time you're listening to this podcast, it'll be too late. But if you were a live listener, and if you decided to join us live, you would have this information ahead of time. But and this is all going to be kind of redundant because you'll have already known all this since you're not listening live. But I'm not really sure how it's going to play, because the eShop actually just says that it starts at Saturday at 8 a.m. and it goes through Sunday at 1 p.m. So I'm not sure if that means it's going to be open like 24 hours a day for those 2 days, or if it's just going to be like one and done kind of for a couple hours. But that's the thing. Take advantage of it, live listeners, if you don't already own the game. It's a good time to test it out. There's only 8 playable characters, so it's just the old demo, but still something.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited just to see the more people online. Not that I've ever had connection issues or anything like that, but it'll be interesting to see a new crop of people in party mode, you know?
Well, and the fun thing is, too, when there's a new character, there's always a ton of people who play as that character. Yeah. So then we'll have to weed out all the Lola Pops, like how we weeded out all the Max Brasses. And
looking forward to all the newbie Lola Pop players, and they're so good. And I come into my Bark and Bite and I just destroy the ever-living shit out of them.
God. Well, I guess
I can inflate. Boom, boom. Bitch, I got a fucking dog.
I wanted to throw out there that I feel like the one thing ARMS is missing over Splatoon right now is something like Splatfest. No, well, Salmon Run would be cool if you could do like, but you kind of have that with the headlock battles on a smaller scale. Yeah. No, I kind of wish that they had like an ARMS Grand Prix or something that you could do online, and like a bunch of players can all get together and you can try to have like the best win to loss ratio or something for like an entire weekend, and like that would be an interesting addition to add, something that gets people on weekend to weekend, like once a month, you know, and really
I see what you mean
on their game, because that is probably like the one thing. Now that I'm back into Splat, like I'm excited for my first Splatfest, you know, I want to do that, and ARMS just doesn't have anything like that. It's just all kind of, you know, play when you want, do what you want. So that would be nice.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting addition that Splatoon introduced that I'm not sure that many other multiplayer games have actually done since, now that I think about it. Because
I don't really know about like Overwatch or what's the other one? The one with all the robots. Was that Overwatch?
That's also Overwatch.
Well, no, there's one with all the characters that everyone likes, and there's the giant robot one, and then there's Call of Duty, and then there's Titanfall, yeah. But like, yeah, I don't know if any of them have like monthly events or weekly events.
Overwatch actually is really good about that. They're actually doing like a summer games event right now, and they introduce. So what's cool about Overwatch, speaking of, is that with not every single event, but they have been doing a few events. Like, for example, for Halloween, there was this special event, which was like a horde type mode where it was like all Halloween themed and everything. And that was really cool, but that went away, kind of like what the Salmon Run is, you know? But then now what they have is what's called Lucio Ball, which is basically Rocket League with
Lucio Ball.
With Overwatch.
That's
so,
awesome.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I wish that you're right. ARMS would benefit from something like that.
Speaking of, how much fun would that be? I know we're kind of getting off topic and just hypothesizing about ARMS stuff that'll probably never happen, but like, how much fun would it be if they actually did like holidays themed like costumes for characters that you could wear? So like, you play during Halloween, you unlock like, you know, a Halloween outfit for all the characters or something. I don't know. I feel like unlockable costumes is always something in fighting games that I like, and ARMS doesn't really do that either. So. But ARMS is still a precious little baby game. So
fuck the meat costumes.
Right.
Well, I guess the final bullet point in the ARMS discussion is that we're getting an ARMS manga, if any of you like that sort of thing, and it's being done by Koro, which I asked Mike about before the show. But yeah,
Koro is the Japanese magazine that like also like always has like the Pokemon like news and stuff that comes out and like all the other gaming things, and they have like shit related and stuff. But
I mean,
a popular magazine, so we'll get a lot of good Splatoon ARMS stuff out of it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a little more lighthearted. Koro, I don't think usually does like.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's not going to be like Shonen Jump. You know, it's not going to be like a hardcore like Ribbon Man fighting Spring Man fighting to the top.
I mean, if you see the like announcement for the ARMS manga Splatoon here. I can't tell if you see it on my phone, but fucking like,
yeah, it's that little chibi Spring Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're into that kind of thing, I don't know. It brings back like the '90s for me. Like it reminds me of when you'd play Mario, and then you would go and you would watch your Super Mario Brothers cartoon, and then you'd open your Nintendo Power, and there'd be a little Mario cartoon panel. Like, sorry, I'm watching Eugene Pace over here. But yeah, no, I like that. I like when video game medium like stretches out like that. No ARMS pun intended there either. So kind of cool.
Yeah, all I can say is Lolopop should be cool. I like that because she's a clown. I am down with the motherfucking clown. Whoop whoop. That was a that's hard to say. That's hard to say with a straight face.
There are going to be so many ISP memes with this character.
ISP,
that's
ISP.
ISP. I think I just figured the insane and the posse party. And I left out the clown, but
internet service provider.
But yes, prepare for memes because they're coming, and it's ARMS, and it's going to be beautiful. But yeah, that's ARMS.
Awesome. Cool. Well, all right. Well, I think that's enough ARMS for today. Let's move on to another huge ass fucking dump of news. Mike, why don't you take this? Speaking of.
Ew.
Oh god, Pokemon. Oh fuck. Oh god.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go for the next half an hour. So, Pokemon Go has an update coming out soon, and an update just came out recently too, I think. But there's stuff coming out soon, and of course that means data mining from the APK that came out. And as always, like I always talk about before with updates and shit, Niantic puts weird things in there, or like updates that are coming out soon. And again, no surprise, there's a lot of stuff. So let's start off with the first thing on the show notes. If my show notes loads again, not Lolopop, not ARMS. Incubators. If you're like me, you don't have incubators more than once. Every now and then you get another one, but you walk them, and they're either like a 2, 5, or 10 kilometer distance. During one of the last few events that they had for the Pokemon Go Fest, there was an award that unlocked where if you use an incubator during the event, that you got during the event, eggs hatch faster. And that apparently seems to be a permanent thing coming out soon with a quote-unquote super incubator. And the notes here say that, interestingly, the incubator itself received a makeover this update, and the super incubator has a unique purple look as well. Currently unknown whether this item will be purchasable or given as an award. But I'm totally down for eggs hatching faster, considering the fact that even though I do walk dogs for money and stuff, I don't always get a good amount of time to walk, like a good couple kilometers a day. bug fixes because yay bugs. Error network thing. I've been getting a lot of error messages lately. Mostly it's for internet stuff, but I guess other things happen too. Another bug fix, a cooldown for raid notifications. So they're thinking that you won't get as many raid notifications, like when there's one nearby, like, hey, a raid's popping up, hey, a raid's popping up. I don't get any anymore, so I guess that worked out well. So good job, Niantic. Memory fixes, I don't really care about that. Changing to shinies. An unclear but notable addition has been made behind the scenes regarding how shiny Pokemon sparkle. Not like Edward Cullen sparkle, but like, shiny Pokemon.
Oh, God.
I'm just trying my best not to break into the Moana song. So
Oh,
those with shinies, take a look and see if you notice a difference. I don't have a shiny, but shiny Pikachu is out in the wild if you can find one. Worldwide. Good luck with that. Yeah.
Which shinies are available right now? Is it just Magikarp and Pikachu?
Well, Magikarp was available, but that's not a thing anymore. But Pikachu is open now. I'm not sure if it's permanent or not, but you can get a shiny Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and there was that weird
shiny...
bug with Zapdos a while back, but that's probably been patched out by now. So
yeah. Also, ambiguous wording regarding shiny spawn effects. So this may simply apply to the spawning or particle effects. Blah, 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 blah. That's boring. Exclusive raid updates. Raid. So if you've played the game in the last 2 or 3 months, you know that raids are a thing now. You take on super powerful Pokemon with a group of people, or if you're like me, you do the lowest rank raids and fight Magikarp and Crocodile and Cyndaquil.
I do that too sometimes. It's kind of fun.
So I play.
But there are exclusive raids, which are like legendary raids or some come to the thing. They're talking about Mewtwo is coming out soon in Japan for an event or something, and there's going to be an invite raid for it, or unless my timeline messed up. I've been in school too much. I don't fucking remember how Pokemon Go's timeline is working out here, but I know for a fact that exclusive raids are coming out when Mewtwo comes out to the wild. I heard that. Basically, what they're going to do is if you've beaten a raid at a gym in like a certain amount of time, you get an invite to an exclusive raid with legendary Pokemon. Those make you do some kind of private lobby where you can fight with like people who also beat that gym recently, probably from Mewtwo or other legendary Pokemons. More emblems are coming out, decal colors. Don't really care.
Yeah.
Spawn timers, raid timers, those are nice because sometimes the raid timer sucks.
That is nice, actually. That's a kind of a good quality of life addition.
Yeah, none of those affect the basic raids, so like ones we've been doing all day long. So that's not too fun, but they might be changing Ditto, and that's not important. Moveset, blah blah blah. There are camera updates, no big deal. Here's a big thing. I'm trying to cut on time here, so don't waste a half hour on Pokemon Go. But Gen 3 is coming sooner than anybody expected? Question mark, possibly. I don't know. But in the APK that came out, not full data, but just like space data for all 135 Gen 3 Pokemon. The Candy families, all 73 of them, from like the Trico family to Deoxys, like every Pokemon family through there has their candy set up already. Sound files are there. Movesets aren't coming. I mean, sound files aren't there. Movesets aren't there. So you really can't do anything with the Pokemon if you happen to hack the game somehow or try to spawn them. But they are getting primed and ready to go.
So how long? Go ahead. Sorry.
Cool? Is that cool? I mean, I guess. Like Gen 2 just came out. I'm still trying to get all the Gen 2 Pokemon. We still haven't got Unknown is apparently region exclusive. There's 26 of those fuckers you gotta get. We still don't have Raikou and Suicune. We don't have Ho-Oh. Like, I feel like they're trying to get ahead of the game too much. Just like give us ample amount of time. I mean, it's barely been over a year for the Pokemon Go game to be out in general. We're still not at fucking version 1.0 on Android yet. I'm still sure stuff in a while, and I think what's up with that shit. But I mean, out first, but maybe that's just me being annoying.
I had actually heard a rumor about Gen 3, and of course, Pokemon rumors are Pokemon rumors, but there were people that were saying that they had data mined Gen 3, and that the CPs, their like levels went up to like 7,000, which, if that's true, is probably going to mean no, not 9,000. But if that's true, it's probably going to mean that there's some like hardcore rebalancing that's going to happen again when Gen 3 comes out. Again, I don't know if it's true.
Hope not. I mean, in a way, I do hope so, because like I only have 3 Pokemon over 2,000 right now because I am basic as fuck. But also, I kind of hope they don't, because like it's a really high level change. I also haven't heard anything about that, and like I haven't heard anything from like Silphroid or Cerebi or like any other main Pokemon website that I follow. I mean, everything's at face value right now. What's true and what's not. The internet is a very scary place. So you never know. The internet's a big truck. You never know what's going to come out of it.
So I was going to ask, do you guys remember when the Gen 2 stuff started coming into the APK data mines? Like, I remember it was like, it felt like months before the actual drop of the characters.
It came into the APK like around November or October. Because like they're starting to like hint at things coming out, and then Gen 2 came out around January, February. I know that I have eggs from January and February that I'm trying to hatch right now, and some of them have Gen 2 in them already. So
this kind of leads me to believe that they're priming Gen 3 maybe for like a holiday release, like maybe like Christmas, Thanksgiving type of deal or something like that. That would make sense to me, you know.
That'd be cool, and it would give us like ample time to do it. So I get Pokemon too, because like if you notice, like you don't get a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon that you used to find anymore because Gen 2 is here, and you also don't get a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon if you still gotta get Gen 1.
Sure.
So they gotta find a way to like balance all that stuff out too, you know.
I'd imagine they're probably not going to actually release it close to a holiday though, just because they usually like to do like holiday events, maybe like November, because they don't do Thanksgiving events as far as I remember. So. That might
remember too, though, the very first Gen 2 Pokemon came out during the New Year event with the baby Pokemon, so you might be right, you might not.
Yeah,
that's right.
But, you know, I mean, it just doesn't seem like it would happen, like, it's probably not going to happen around Halloween, because that's a big event in and of itself. And, I don't know, it could be a Christmas thing, but we'll see.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, my bad.
No, you're cool. Yeah, I feel like my issue with Pokemon Go, if we can voice our various issues like we do every week now, is that I'm just at the point now where I'm basically playing by myself and the raids don't matter. Like the announcement about Mewtwo just isn't that big for me because, you know, what am I going to do? Go out and meet 20 random strangers and, you know.
Yeah, I drove home from school today and I passed 2 Lugia raids that are like, you know, in varying times left on the meter, and there's nobody around. Like, granted, they're in churches like that are popular. Like, people don't fucking do the raids anymore. They got their legendaries, now they're dipping out. They don't want them. They don't want extra candy, new more legendaries. They just don't fucking do them anymore, and that's absurd.
Exactly. So for me, the app is I know, and for me, the app is just kind of dead right now. You know, like I know Justin hasn't been able to play it in months because there's nothing to catch.
Yeah, I actually did walk into town earlier this week, and did get to play it and caught a handful of new Pokemon and a few repeats and got some Pokestops and all that. But yeah, for the most part, the game does nothing for me because I live just far enough outside of town that, you know, there's nothing here.
Yeah, I just got my first gold gym badge today, so I can't really say much. Yeah. I mean, I'm still playing pretty actively, but the gym's right by my house, too. So, I mean, of course, I'm going to get that fucking badge eventually.
Yeah, it's not working for me. And there's a lot of spoofers in my area. I don't know why my area attracts so many, but we have a lot of people that, like, 3 a.m. they're coming out and, you know, claiming gyms and there's no one around. So
yeah.
What I can say is, though, I'm getting a lot of idiots in my fucking, like, that is not where I thought Heather was going to sit down at, but I'm getting a lot of idiots in my fucking apartment complex. Like, I came home from an overnight, or like a night sit one day, and I was coming home, and there's this motherfucker in a blue Ford with his lights off in the corner of the driveway. I almost ran the fuck into him because he was underneath a shaded tree, fucking with his lights off. and idle playing Pokemon Go. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I know you're playing Pokemon Go because that's right where the gym is. I do it too, but I fucking park or I get out of my car. And then I was trying to go to work with my girlfriend and stuff. And my one neighbor's out with his car and parked on an angle in the middle of the damn driveway right by the entrance to the main highway. Shirt off and his totally fat, sweaty ass, and he's just sitting there like this on his car, just playing Pokemon Go in the middle of the road. And I literally fucking honked at him, and I'm like, dude, move. And he flips me off and like walks away and leaves his car in the middle of the road. I'm like, all right, dick bag. For a while it dulled down, but the idiocy of people playing Pokemon Go has come back again. Like, people do not know how to fuck to drive, how to walk, how to talk, how to walk their dogs. Like, there need to be notifications in this game that say, don't play while your car is running. Don't walk your dog and play this fucking game. Pay attention to your life, goddammit.
Don't be a dumbass.
Yeah. Although
don't be stupid.
At the same time, I'm still salty that they put speed restrictions on the Pokestops.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's super annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, and I understand like why they don't want people playing on the highway. But like when you're the passenger and you're on the highway, imagine how much fun it would be to be able to catch Pokemon and
Yeah, I used to, and I found out sometimes if the game lags enough, if I'm going on the road and I'm passing a church or whatever, I can tap the Pokestop. Still loading, even though I'm going like 45 miles an hour.
Right.
In the passenger seat, mind you. I'm not trying to advocate or be a hypocrite here. I'm going by the church. I can spin a Pokestop while it's loading, and I'll be going too fast and I'll be too far away, but because it's still trying to load where the stop is, it'll be like, fuck it, give him some Pokeballs. Just give it to him. Fuck it. But sometimes it does, and when it does work, free shit. Don't try that out while you're driving, folks, please.
You're right.
He got a speeding ticket today, or didn't if he sucked his way out of it. I'm not sure what happened there.
One of the two. Can't remember which. So, all right. Well, I'm not sure if we have anything else Pokemon Go related to talk about. Steve, Justin, you want to chime in here? You guys haven't really said much on this topic.
I said all I had to say on it. I played it for about an hour last week. Caught a few Pokemon. Got some stuff. Went home.
I thought I got an Arcanine too. That's about it.
I uninstalled it off my phone after it overheated, so I'm good.
Yeah, it does make my phone get really hot when I'm playing it. And
it's terrible in the summer.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's already hot enough. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that is it for Pokemon Go. We're going to move on to some Rocket League talk. And since I'm probably the only one... No, Mike, you said you've played Rocket League before, right?
I have played it multiple times. Like, I'm not very good at it, but I've played it.
Awesome. Well,
it's fun. I've gotten some own goals. I fucked up my team. Hey,
Right. Well, I mean, just add that to another game that could be cool for multiplayer and Infendo night. But Rocket League is going to be coming to Switch later on this year. I don't think we have a firm release date for that yet, but the developer Psionic did say that we'll be getting some free Nintendo themed DLC, which is actually really cool because I don't know, that kind of stuff matters to me. It just shows that they care a little bit, So there's going to be some cars that you can get. There's going to be like a Mario and Luigi themed one and a Samus themed one that comes later on in the year. But actually, they look really neat.
Samus?
And
Who the fuck says Samus?
The announcer from like Smash 64.
Yeah, that's why he never came back. Samus.
What am I supposed to say? Say it for me. Samus?
Samus.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm a Samus man.
Let's all play up the proper way to say it here. Come on.
But anyways, this is real cool news for me. I mean, they didn't have to do it, so I mean, it just shows that they care a little bit, and it's free, so we don't have to pay for it. So that's also neat. So what do you guys think? Are you guys even excited for this game? Do you care about Rocket League at all?
I'm excited for it as long as you guys will play it with me.
Oh yeah.
I'll play it.
I mean, I'll probably play it, but I'll probably play it about as much as I played like Bomberman. Like, it'll probably be like a 20-hour title that we play when we have nothing else to play, and I don't think it's going to replace.
If we got the Infendos to play Bomberman, we'd still be playing it.
Yeah, probably. But like, true. I just like with Splatoon out and ARMS and Mario Kart and whatever else they come out with, I just think there's going to be games that I'm playing more. But I don't know, it's cool. And I like your idea of like this being like a really nice thing that they're doing for like the Nintendo community. I'd like to think it's that and not like my super cynical approach on it, which is like slap a Mario hat on some DLC and instantly you'll get the Nintendo fanboys to eat that up because everybody loves some Mario.
Would you have been more interested had they not announced this free DLC?
No, it doesn't do anything to detract for me. It's just I feel like it's way too common that developers release stuff on Nintendo systems and they're like, give that boy a Mario hat or put in the Master Sword. Or like,
Sure.
you know, those little things that they're like, Nintendo fanboys only like their games if they got the Mario in it. So I don't know. I think it's just me being overly cynical. But like, you know, I'm gonna look at it with like the rose-colored glasses that you have. That it's like, hey, that's nice, you know?
Yeah, because
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
What I want to know is stuff which is cool, but it's Nintendo themed, and Rocket League is one of 2 games so far that has cross-platform online play. If I want to play with a Xbox One player or a PC player, and I want to play my Mario Kart for 1, and what are they gonna see when they play me online for 2? I doubt Nintendo's gonna let.
Well, I
doubt Nintendo's gonna let people see the Mario skin on another platform.
Steven?
Yeah, I can actually answer that one. The guy that developed Rocket League, I forget what his name is. He is a former member of IGN, and I can't remember if they had him on a Kind of Funny podcast or if they had him on an IGN podcast, but he was saying that there's a couple different ways to play, but if you're playing cross-platform, then any content specific or any console specific content, thank you, will be not available in cross-play multiplayer, but it will be available in like Switch-only multiplayer, if that makes sense.
Now that we've identified that, let me throw this out here for you, because I feel like that's just free marketing for Nintendo. And obviously it's not like mega free marketing. No one's going to see a Mario Kart and go, gotta get me some of that Nintendo. But like if I were Nintendo, I think I would want them to have the Mario vehicle not available on their version, but viewable on their version and playable by Nintendo gamers. Because then you've got the Nintendo brand out there on Xbox and PlayStation, and you shove a Mario hat in somebody's face enough, it's going to make them start thinking about Mario, you know? Like, as far as I'm concerned, that's just free advertising that they're missing out on. Beautiful, Justin. Beautiful. I don't know what do you guys think about that? Because like the way you sounded, Mike, you were so sure that Nintendo wouldn't allow that, and you're right, they won't allow it. But like I just think it makes sense to do that kind of stuff. You know, you want to have that out there. I think
it does too. I mean, hell, Nintendo like in their big games like Smash and stuff, especially Smash anymore. And hell, even Mario Kart with the Mercedes and everything, they've been open more to letting other things and other brands be on their platform. Like we had we've had a Mii outfit in Smash Brothers where you can be Heihachi and then people from Virtua Fighter. And granted, those people help make Smash and everything, but still, it is something you can't play aside from Tekken Tag 2 and stuff. You can't play normally on Nintendo console. But it's still there for you to enjoy and get a piece of, and get a feel for it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if nothing else, either make the Mario car and the Samus car and the Luigi car playable online and just show off like a normal black car or whatever if you're not playing on Nintendo, or just pony up the fee and be like, hey, you can't unlock this car in the Xbox One version, and you can't hack it in unless you mod your game, and then we'll ban you. But you can see the car and stuff because it's just nothing but a fucking skin and maybe some extra stats or skills or whatever. I forget how Rocket League works, but there's I don't see a negative aspect of them having it on there. I just think they don't want to do it. They're trying to be protective of their IP. But
not to throw out the time-honored. Sorry, there's a cat climbing up my chair. Not to throw out the time-honored best console-specific content of all time. But if like they had done Soul Calibur 2 and they had done it on the Wii U or whatever, the Wii or whatever system it was out on, and they had Link playable again, but only for people who had the Nintendo system, and they let people play as Link freaking online, like that would be amazing advertising, you know? Like I just don't think there's anything wrong with Nintendo like letting their brand out there, you know?
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I feel you.
I mean, it would have been cool if like Nintendo got Soul Calibur 4 too, and like got fucking like Obi-Wan alongside like Darth Vader and
yeah,
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know.
Well, yeah. So if anything else, back to just the Rocket League talk. I mean, I'm glad that it's coming out because it's just like I said, it's just another game to the ever-growing library of eShop titles. I mean, the eShop is getting pretty robust, in my opinion. You know, there's a lot of like, I mean, it's not all good stuff, but there's a lot of content in there, and it's not like Wii U level garbage, you know.
Well, it's getting there, but to be honest, I didn't think I would miss the virtual console as much as I have.
Same.
I miss not being able to. I miss not being able to go on and just buy Super Mario World or buy Mario 3 or buy, you know, now that I've made fun of people for wanting their Mario and everything, like I miss not having that virtual library on my Nintendo system, you know? And I know it's coming, but without those like classic Nintendo games, it just feels like there's something missing for me on the eShop because it's mostly all just indie titles and big AAA stuff right now.
Yeah, I mean, those aren't the games that I miss playing and downloading, but I mean, I would totally fucking get the virtual console if like your GameCube or like 64 games came out.
How about
like
how about Mario 64 that you can play portably? Like, how cool would it be if you could start getting N64 games on your portable, you know, home console?
And not already play Mario 64 portably.
No, that game's so
damn it! I was trying to get that in before somebody argued.
So that game would have been great on the 3DS with the fucking proper analog stick, but on a D-pad, the game was terrible.
But you have the touchscreen controls.
Those are worse.
Yeah, the stuff that 64x4 did right was far and away from the stuff that it did very, very wrong. So
yeah, like dude, 64 or like Kirby 64, like Mischief Makers or fucking Wave Race on my Switch on the go, where I'm taking a shit.
I like how you had 3 like really amazing titles and Mischief Makers.
Oh, dog! Don't you dog on it. Mischief Makers. That game's good.
Dude, Mischief Makers was great, bro. Like the graphics alone make you want to play.
I'm just throwing this out here, but when I was like 8, it was I couldn't get through the first level because I didn't understand the controls. Like it was a weird ass game, dude.
Neither did I, but the more you play it, the more fun it is.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, point taken. Home Switch, awesome virtual console.
I bet you feel that even more so now with your new 8-bit controller, you know?
Oh, well, yeah. Thanks for spoiling my change the system, but yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I know that's not related to Nintendo, but now that 8BitDo is like a thing that we can do with, you know, our Switch, I want me some virtual console content. Like,
right.
You know what though? I am starting to think more and more as the days go by and there's no word on it. I'm starting to think that like the Nintendo Online service having like those online like NES and SNES games and shit. Well, NES at the moment just now. I'm starting to think that more and more of that is going to be either a replacement or like the first and foremost virtual console because like Reggie won't say shit. Nobody will say shit. It's just like so last year, man. That's like so 2008. You're like 2008, man. Buy our online service and play Dr. Mario, bro. Come on, it'd be great.
No, and I'm entirely expecting that to be the thing, but you know, I'm also kind of expecting some options down the line. Like I don't know. I just think it would be an odd service to only do that. Like here's your game for a month and then we take it away thing. You know. Like,
oh no, it's not gonna be for a month anymore. That's gonna be like a full-time thing now. They've said.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, all right. Well, let's move on from Rocket League, I guess we were talking about there, to our last little bit of news. And why don't you take us to there, Justin?
All right. Hopefully this conversation won't go on for 45 minutes because I don't know what else there is to talk about here. But basically, data miner who goes by the name of Grega Master or Griga Master. I can't figure it out. I basically went through the code of Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, which, as we probably know by now, was not announced for either the Switch or the 3DS, and found that the game actually has 3DS code in it. So at this point, anything else is speculation. Will it come out on the 3DS later? Was it planned and canceled? Nobody knows, but
Nobody knows.
you know, there's another example of Capcom basically giving the finger to Nintendo because, you know, why the hell not?
Yeah. Continuing our theme of Infendo Radio, apparently.
I think that's pretty much all. I mean, the article goes into the code was found referring to saves and replays for an SD card. So that again suggests 3DS or possibly Switch, but this is specifically 3DS code that they found.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be 3DS, but it can say a lot of things. Like for example, why the fuck do you have a 3DS code in there? And like, you can't just say it was left over from maybe like another game or something. Like out of all the leftovers to leave from another game,
right?
In your code, why with 3DS code?
See,
like that makes no fucking.
I kind of fear that it's left over from when they were thinking about porting it to the 3DS, and now they're just saying, we've since scrapped that idea.
Now, didn't Legacy Collection number 1 on the 3DS come out a little while after?
I don't know. I know it came out.
Yeah, but I think it came out like a month or two after it came out on other systems. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong on this. But yeah, I mean, the only reason I can think of for it being in the code for another system is it was probably coded in Unity. Well, hell, Capcom owns the Unity engine. So the whole thing was probably coded in Unity, and they just dumped all of their, porting code into the game so that they can just tweak this and that and all that. So maybe they never planned on making a 3DS code, but because the last one was built on the same code,
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah,
like, that is possible.
Like, I mean, basically what you're doing is running emulators in Unity for, X number of systems. So, but I mean, at this point, I don't see any reason why they can't just release it digital only and say here it is, it's already made, didn't cost us anything.
Sure.
Right. I feel like that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, I've already voiced this on Twitter. The scenario is we weren't supposed to know about the 3DS port, and they're gonna announce it like super far down the line.
Yeah.
And when no one fucking wants it anymore, and no one's gonna give a fuck if it's on a 3DS or not, and they're gonna say, oh well, we're going to base our support for Nintendo for the next year or two off of how the game sells. Even though fucking Street Fighter 2 blew our goddamn minds for some fucking reason, people bought that game. I don't know why people bought that game. It looks terrible. I played it at the fucking Switch tent in a Summer of Play thing. It looks like crap. Anyway, they're going to base it off that.
Does it look like crap because the graphics didn't come across as well? Because I mean,
the backgrounds are. I know the backgrounds are supposed to be like the whole game is old. I know it's a port of another game, but the background effects and the background in general was like super stretched out, and like super washed out and everything. And the actual characters seem super unanimated, and when they some of the artwork just looked like shit for them, and it just looked clunky looking, and the characters just didn't look good. I know it's a fucking SNES game ported, it's an arcade game ported, but this is an alpha third. I don't fucking remember what this game was even originally.
Well, I mean, my question is, all of these graphical assets, as far as I know, are just taken straight from the assets from HD Remix, which I mean, personal opinion, looked fantastic. I mean, it ran in 1080p. Everything was all completely reanimated by hand.
And it might have, but it doesn't look that good on the Switch though. It's not native to Switch and everything. And like and if that's the case, if it's all pre-built assets from another port of the game, for them to be like, oh, we'll base our Switch support on how you like our game, that's fucked up. And back to the whole Mega Man point, if they do that shit again with Mega Man for the 3DS or Nintendo in general, is release it like forever down the line and be like, hey, here's this game, you want it, either you buy it or we don't give you any more games or anything like that. That'll be where I say fuck you, because that's some shit. I hope that's not how it's going to go, but I fear it might be.
And let's just be real here, because we do have a certain level of, I feel like, journalistic integrity where we have to say that at least like 3/5 of us are pretty biased towards Capcom at this point. Like we have our own taste.
I mean, against Capcom.
Well, you know what I mean. But we have our own opinion on Capcom, and it's a negative one. So we're obviously going to assume the worst situation here, but we don't really know what's going on. It's just another rumor from the whole, Capcom god-awful rumor mill. So
yeah, and I'm assuming the worst. Like and I'll admit that, but it's not entirely based off of my animosity toward Capcom. It's more or less based off of their recent decisions and business planning for Nintendo in general. And is there a little bit of hate in there? Yeah, there is. And is there a little bit of anger in there? Yeah, there is. Is there a little bit of give me motherfucking Monster Hunter, goddammit, before I fucking go and just shit all over your grave, Capcom? Fuck you. Yeah, there is.
Obviously, just a bit, just a tiny bit.
But I feel like my possibility, my scenario, is feasible because of what they've done recently and how they seem to be approaching games in general. But if I'm wrong, cool. That'd be great.
But anyway, Mega Man. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the cat's out of the bag. We know that the code exists. We know that they at least had the plans for it. It may as well either just come right out and say, yeah, we thought about it, but we're not going to do it, or come out and say, all right, we're just going to dump it as a digital only. Because, I mean, I bought Mega Man Legacy Collection digital, and I've barely played it, but I'm happy I have it, and I would spend another $15 on Legacy Collection 2 just to have it. So, let me give you $15, Capcom.
Yeah, sure.
Hell, and then I spent $20 on Monster Hunter game that I've barely played.
Right. Well, cool. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the news, y'all. What do you say? You guys have anything last minute you want to add to that?
I'll run the Capcom subject real quick before I beat a dead horse. By the time our next podcast goes live on YouTube next Wednesday, Monster Hunter Double Cross Nintendo Switch Edition will have come out in Japan. To anybody listening to this, I know from what Lucas and I have been saying on Twitter and everywhere else we can get their word across, play is going to be very good over here, and therefore we don't recommend buying it. I'm going to say if you want Monster Hunter, I know Phantom and Jacob and other people have been getting into Monster Hunter. We just got another one of our fans into Monster Hunter. I got them into buying it. If you really want to get it, even though it's in Japanese, get it. Learn how to buy Japanese eShop credits and stuff. I can guide you online and stuff. But if you want the game, get that game, and let me know how the online play works for you. Because if it does work and I'm wrong, I will do something awkward on camera for you, so that I'm wrong, and I will also buy the game because I want Monster Hunter Double Cross, but I'm not going to get it if I can't play online. But if you prove to me I can play online, I might go and plop down $40 in yen and buy the game.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's an open casting call to whoever wants to buy a Japanese game they can't understand.
Right.
And possibly won't be able to play. Just for us.
And kind of tacking on to that a little bit, we have an official Infendo Discord channel now, thanks to a friend of the show, Phantom, who we played Splatoon with last night. That was actually really fun. So check out the pinned tweet on the Infendo Twitter to join the Discord channel. And thanks again, Phantom, for setting that up. All right.
Question.
Yes.
What is Discord? for me and anyone listening who doesn't know.
It's fancy Skype because it's got like threaded chats, and you can do like you set up like voice channels for different games and stuff like that. It's basically like built for gamers, so it's really cool actually. Download the app; it's really neat.
Eventually, it'll have video chat. There's going to an update announcement coming out soon. Video chat will be in beta, but not yet. But it's kind of cool. I don't know anything about it yet. I don't know how the fuck to work it, except the one time I did work it and played Minecraft. But it's cool.
So is this going to be the thing that we're going to voice chat with Infendos on? Is that what it is?
If Lucas ever gets that.
To it. It also has a web browser version and a computer app for people like Lucas who have no data or no space left on their phone and can't.
Yeah, I'll just be on my computer when I'm using it. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying there is a computer and app version that you don't need your phone for. So if that's how you want to do it, you can do it that way too. So get to Discord and come chat with us. And remember, I have an account for it.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, well, we're going to take a little break here, and we're going to get all set up for Nintendoons. Justin's hosting tonight, so it should be interesting. I'm excited. So, yeah, we'll be right back. Justin, I don't know if you need to do any setup on your end, but, just standard buffer break.
Yeah, I mean, I've got all the music on here that I wanted to play, plus a few backups.
My dog?
Hey, where's Steve?
Yeah, I've been having some serious computer issues on my end, so I'm just I'm here, but I'm quiet.
No bueno with the Google Fiber, I'm guessing?
No, and yeah.
You sound good right now, except you sound like you're talking on an old phone, but, I mean,
really?
We can hear you. Yeah, your sound quality is, like, really
let
low
me check.
fidelity.
Let me check my microphone settings, and that would...
Well, hang on, because as long as it isn't affecting your recording, we can actually, I don't know about anybody else, I can hear you without
any issue.
With any problem. So if it's working for the chat, may as well leave it like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing
my settings got switched somehow. When I dropped out of the call that last time, it switched my settings.
Probably to like your laptop microphone or whatever.
How about now?
How about meow? Catch me outside.
Oh my god, I fucking hate the internet.
I'm mostly hate Eugene right now.
That's just kind of, it comes with the territory, right?
Looks like I've got my evening planned after the show. This will be fun.
Oh god. What exactly happened anyways?
I'm just having problems getting connected to the internet, so then I was trying to reconfigure my Wi-Fi extender on the back end, but I'm going to have to completely reset it to reconfigure it. So I'll do that after the show. It's like 10 minutes worth of work, but yeah.
I understood. Well, it's time for Nintendo, so it's ready to rock and roll.
That would perk me
up. Are we ready to go?
I think so. Justin, are you ready?
I was just going to whine and complain to all of you about how much I hate my team in Splatoon right now, but I'll save it for later. Save it for Change the System.
If you really wanted to get me talking, I could play Sonic Mania. That worked last night, right?
Right.
I don't know if we want that kind of talk on the podcast, though.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
so
sorry.
I was quiet at work. I was playing Mania when we started doing the fucking recording, and I was getting my dick kicked in by the fucking boss of Oil Ocean Zone.
Oh, he was tough.
And I lost all 15 of my fucking lives at a game over, and I was very mad. I was pounding my chair quietly.
Well, that's
what I've been doing this. That's what I've been doing this whole time. I've been playing the competitive Splatoon now because I hit rank 10 last night, and like we're doing tower defense, and like half of my team doesn't understand that it's not just splat as much as you can, and they're just running around the map, not helping me take the tower. Oh god, I love this game.
Mike, you better get some more lives before you get to the final boss, because good fucking luck.
Yes,
I get lives like bitches get STDs. I'll be fine.
Oh god.
Sexist and inappropriate. Nice.
Hey man,
right, guys,
bitches is a androgynous term.
Let's reel it in. We're already running a little long tonight, so let's get this Nintendo started.
Yes, these slow news weeks are great for keeping our run times in check.
Shoot. So right, Justin, I'm going to let you introduce us into Nintendoons as per usual, so you take it away whenever you're ready.
All right, let me just switch all my things over. Set my timer so I know when I have to reset everything, because I have a feeling we're going to be a lot of stumped players. Oh, I forgot to do.
You are running.
I forgot to do a sound check. So
That's fine.
can we hear this?
I
Yes.
hear it. Creative choice.
I figured since I had to play music anyway, I may as well introduce Nintendo Tunes. This is a game show that we play on Infendo that apparently other shows have copied from us because it's exclusively our idea, and that's the story I'm sticking with. Where the host or hosts play music from Nintendo games, and the other players, hosts, have to guess what game it's from. So, let's see. Eugene, make sure you clicky on my face there so that everybody can hear me.
Mhm.
Actually, everybody do that.
And I guess we should all mute out the chat as well.
Yep.
Oh,
No
yeah.
cheaters.
Sorry, chat. I love you all, but I don't want to cheat. So
Yes, and I am terrible about paying attention to the chat while I'm hosting, so if you get it right, just give yourself a pat on the back. Let me also get out my scorecard here so that I can keep track of which one of y'all suck.
Ooh, pick me.
and that's a point for Steve.
Well, we can
I
actually
like
hear
it.
Steve, so he doesn't get an automatic point. All right, here we go.
Aw.
Before I close my chat, I have to say those who have 0 points die, according to Jacob Taylor. So keep that in mind.
Excuse me? God, that's some OCD level stuff there. That's the stuff that like my childhood OCD was made of. If you don't get any points in this video game, you gonna die.
It's been great knowing y'all.
Anyway.
Are we playing?
Oh, wait. I forgot. This week has a theme. Before anybody starts guessing.
Okay.
This week's theme is third-party exclusives on Nintendo systems. So,
Oh my god.
games that Nintendo did not publish or develop, but were exclusive to their systems.
Okay.
As to the best of my knowledge.
So it's not that Takamaru game.
So it's not what?
That Takamaru game.
I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna guess that no, it is not that.
The mystical castle, whatever one.
No,
No.
it's not that.
No.
The one
Is
that
it
like,
Dragon Ball?
Nintendo Land thing.
It is
Yeah.
not Dragon Ball.
Is it Little Samson?
It is not Little Samson, and this is.
It is NES though, right?
It is definitely NES.
Am I in the ballpark at all?
I don't think so. Let me try
Can we get
another.
another track.
Yes. The music is pretty loopy, so.
I got nothing.
Is it the torture music that we play when we've captured prisoners and we're trying to get information out of them?
All right, hang on a second. Let me bring up some information here to give you guys.
Is that a yes or a no?
I think I got it.
All right. Do you guys want? Well, you already guessed system. Do you want, any other information, developer, genre, anything like that?
Genre?
Give me something.
Genre. I heard genre. It is a. I guess the best thing could be considered is beat 'em up.
Is it,
Oh god.
River
is
City
it Double
Ransom?
Dragon?
It is neither of those. The developer's not going to do you any good. It was released in North America by Culture Brain and released in Japan by Namco. So
It's not like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles something and something, is it?
no,
Okay. Is it a licensed game or is it just its own thing?
it is not a licensed game. It is a port of an arcade game series that this is the only game that actually came to America.
It's like, oh god. Oh, that makes it tougher.
I'm nothing, man.
We
It sounds like Metroid, though.
It's you got it. It's Metroid. Third party beat 'em up.
Was it a good game?
I thought it was a good game. I loved it. It is available on Virtual Console, I believe.
Really?
It's like, are there like ninjas or something in this game? Like, it looks like a good game.
They are
Or whatever.
they are Chinese heroes.
Okay, is anybody else ready to just give up on this
I
one?
got
Or...
nothing.
All right,
I got the
this is level 1. If you don't recognize this, you probably never played it.
Never played it.
I've got nothing there.
All right, I think
All
we're
right.
giving this point to the chat, who obviously guessed it right
Yep.
on the first guess.
Yep, Chet didn't get it. The game is called Kung Fu Heroes, and
Ah.
was a
I've heard
So-
of it.
When you said they're Chinese heroes, we should have just blurted out whatever we were thinking of, and we
I'm
probably
pretty
would have
sure
gotten
there
it.
is an arcade game called Chinese Heroes.
yes,
I've seen-
that's what
Well, he
this is
said
a
it
port
was-
of.
Oh,
He said it was based
oh.
off of an arcade game.
Oh,
It's actually
I thought,
Listen to Justin, Eugene.
well, I thought he was answering Mike's question about if there's ninjas in this by saying no, they're Chinese heroes.
That's what I thought he
know-
said.
it was, it
I
was
know.
both.
I know
It was
that
a
it's
very
hard.
slyly done clue.
I know that it's hard, but listen to him when he talks.
All
right. Game number 2. Let's see. We'll do this one. How's the volume?
Lost Reavers. It's good.
No,
Super Nintendo, I'm guessing.
it is Super Nintendo.
Oh,
I get-
man.
Oh God, I wish you could hear this in stereo.
It's funky.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat's coming to mind, but I don't think so.
No, it is not.
Oh, that
That
was a console exclusive. Never mind.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yes, these are all third-party Nintendo console exclusives.
Mortal Kombat SNES edition.
I'm gonna need a hint or a new track.
All right, we'll
I'd
do
like
a new track. As usual, I'm working my way kind of backwards through the stages. So
This isn't.
Sounds so familiar.
It's not Super Castlevania 4 or something, is it?
no, it is not.
Is it Castlevania 3?
That was NES.
It is not a Castlevania game. We'll just.
Is it Castlevania 5?
It is. See, trying to figure out what sort of clues I can give, because being third party, it's kind of hard to give clues because a lot of third party games are obscure.
Great genre.
It was a shooter.
Like a first-person shooter?
No, like
Ninja
a space
Chinese
shooter.
Ninja Mortal Kombat Chinese Hero Shoot 'em Up 5.
This isn't like Doom, is it? Was Doom
No.
on the SNES?
It was,
It
but
was-
this isn't it.
It was also not a Nintendo exclusive.
You said it. So
Okay.
you said it was not a first-person shooter, but it was like a what kind of shooter? Like it's like a
It was a space shooter.
super R
I'm
type.
sorry. No.
Gradius?
Yeah.
No. Let's see. If you know, let's see. If you know who Argonaut Software is, that will help you a lot.
Oh, fuck.
No, not that.
You're right, it is.
It was it. Oh fuck! What did Argonaut do? I know that name.
Whisper in my ear and I'll say it out.
I'm drawing a
The
blank.
chat is also stumped here.
This sounds like music that I would listen to at work, which is torture to all of my teammates. And my wife.
Give me
Alright,
another.
This is level 1. And next I'm
not-
gonna do. Yeah, next I'm going to do the title theme and then call it.
It's not Phalanx, is it?
I don't even know what that is, so no.
Is it? I got nothing there.
Let's see. It was a shooter, a 3D shooter, mind you.
Oh, did it use the Super FX chip?
It did use the Super FX chip.
Was it Vortex?
It was Vortex.
Fuck yeah!
Argonaut Software is the company that created the Super FX chip, and also
Star Fox?
yes, they co-developed Star Fox.
So that's like Dylan Cuthberg and crew, right?
Right. This was their second attempt at using the Super FX chip, and one of the few games that used the original version of the Super FX chips. All right.
So I want everybody who's playing along and listening at home to go onto Google and Google Phalanx SNES box art and tell me it's not the greatest. Tell me it's not the greatest thing you've ever seen.
Oh my god, I haven't.
You've seen it? The dude with the banjo. That's the game I was thinking of. Like I was literally on Google going game with the banjo space because I couldn't remember the name of the game.
All right, on to round 3.
That's amazing. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Aladdin?
Nope.
Damn.
Did they do a Twilight Zone game?
Yeah, right?
Now, I want to warn you that I haven't listened to any of these all the way through, so something in the music might give the game away.
Unless it's a sports game, I think we're okay.
So you mean to tell us that there's a song in this game that has a either vocal or title giveaway?
Possibly.
I'm gonna focus on
That'd be great.
because you keep going in and out.
Could you turn it up a little too, Justin? Because I can't really hear it.
There we go. That's better.
Guesses, requests?
It sounds like a Super Nintendo game, maybe?
Nope, it is not Super Nintendo.
What's the platform?
Yeah.
The platform is Nintendo 64.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Wait, is this... I'm sorry. The platform is GameCube. I actually clicked on the wrong game here.
Huh.
Well, that changes things.
It's not Perfect Dark, is it?
Yes, it is the very, very rare, never heard of Perfect Dark game that absolutely came out for the GameCube that you guess every week.
Is it You're an Asshole? Is it that one?
For a second there, I thought you had him.
Had me.
It's not Banjo-Tooie.
Nope.
Okay, so there's
Which also isn't a
that
GameCube title.
Right.
Yeah, there's maybe a reason why it's was it both a Nintendo 64 and a GameCube title? Like
No, this was exclusively a GameCube title, and it was, again, third party. Nintendo did not develop or publish it.
Could you play a second track?
I've played 3, actually.
Oh my god.
What's the genre of it?
It's
Star Wars.
Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
No.
Star Wars Battlefront. No. Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Shit, it's Rogue Squadron.
Is it Rogue Squadron?
We're getting close. Who said 2?
This guy, but I don't want to take that point. That's fucked up. Mike,
Thank you, Eugene.
We're all dancing around Rogue Squadron, but nobody's...
Thank you, Eugene.
All right, tell you what. I will give the point to whoever can remember the subtitle name of Rogue Squadron. Mike swoops in with it.
Not at all fair.
It is, because that's what differentiates it from Rogue Squadron 1, Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Squadron 3. All of which
Which
were
is Rebel
considerations.
Except that both me and Eugene got it first. Who cares? Go.
Nope. Time to reset.
Whoa!
Time to reset my audio.
So that's Ocarina of Time trap remix. Give me that point.
So give me about 10 seconds here to switch this.
Give me about 10 seconds to mute my microphone while I bite
Dinner
into
has
this.
arrived.
This.
Hey,
Lucas, I'm going to demarcate this because your Audacity is probably still having crinkles. So I'm gonna.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
I just closed the.
I tried to do it as quick as I could.
All right, so we're
Eugene,
on
speaking
to
of Audacity,
round-
Eugene. Hold on, Justin. Speaking of Eugene Audacity, I'm trying. I fucked that up. Speaking of recording, I've been trying to keep it like quiet and stuff. My gas has been getting onto the recording. I'm sorry, that's gonna be an issue.
Oh my god.
Stomach Pain has been making a vocal appearance on the recording.
You just gave me a great idea for that other article we were talking about earlier.
I smell a remix.
Oh jeez.
Literally.
All right, and on that note, let us move on to round 4.
Quick, Justin, while everyone's distracted, play the song. Let me get it. While everyone's not focused.
All right, let's see
Not
here.
all the time.
Hang on, my there we go. I had the beach ball for a second.
Oh my god, you guys were right. This is amazing. Oh, that's Sonic.
Sonic.
Fuck!
You fucking kid.
But which Sonic? CD?
Sonic Advance.
No,
Sonic-
that must be
Wow,
like
there's
Sonic
one
Mega
CD.
Collection.
What?
There's
Sonic Advance.
Wow.
Motherfucker.
One
What is it,
song.
Sonic Advance
yeah.
1, 2, or 3?
Well,
It was
It's
Sonic
Sonic
Advance 1.
I could just tell it was a Game Boy game. I kind of feel dirty stealing that one since you guys. But
Well, apparently it doesn't matter who gets it right. We're just going to give it to whoever Justin feels like has the hairiest chest. So.
You know, Lucas, call this payback for the time you hosted. You know, you can lose now.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to my next host.
So next week?
I'll be honest, Lucas, I threw that one in for you. I just expected you to know exactly which game before, somebody else swooped in with it.
Bitch, I don't know shit when you host.
Except it was Sonic.
Justin could play Mario and he'd be like, what the fuck is that?
All right, let me just kind of clear out some junk here. All right, let's see. And here we go. Round 5.
not Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay, third party. Nintendo had no hand in any of these.
Banjo Man, the game.
It's a good thing you said that because I just said Mario Kart.
It's not like Conquer or something, is it?
It is not Conquer.
Is this a 64 game?
Nope.
GameCube then?
Nope, but you're getting warmer.
Wii?
So we
Yes, it is a Wii game. Figured I could tell you or let you keep working your way up the ladder.
Was this a good game?
I thought it was
Probably
not.
So probably not.
It.
How was it
I
regarded?
mean, it was a what?
How was it regarded? Was it regarded as a good game?
Yes, it
Okay.
did not sell well, but neither did any third-party game for the Wii. So
Is this Boom
Was
Blocks?
it Eminem's Party
wait,
Blast?
wait, somebody just said it.
Boom Blocks.
Yep. Eugene got it.
You know, of course you always pick Boombox somewhere. You and Eugene always every other week you play, you fucking throw Boombox in there.
I don't remember Boom Blocks ever being in here.
I would have definitely got it from that. That's an easy.
Yeah,
That's
that's.
time y'all played this.
This is the only one I actually bought. The soundtrack's available on iTunes, and I bought this track. Music was done by Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. That's interesting.
All right, let's see.
Justin, we need a running total of the score here.
All right, well, so far,
Somebody
Steve
has 1 point. Eugene has everything else.
pretty much. Steve has nothing. Lucas, I guess, has half a point. Eugene has 3.5 points, and Mike has 1.
And Lucas has
Where'd the half point come
something.
from?
Because they were whining that you got the correct title of the Star Wars game, even though they both said Rogue Squadron multiple times. So I'm giving them half points to placate them. All right, and here we go. Round 6. And I'm also going to warn you to listen for leitmotifs in this music because something might give it away.
So this is a
F-Zero?
Not Nintendo.
Yeah, shut up, Eugene. Sorry.
it's just funny because it's called Nintendo, so you think that, you know.
Well, these are all Nintendo exclusive games that Nintendo did not make. All right, let's clearly not helping anybody here, so let's.
Is this like N64?
No.
GameCube?
Oh.
No.
Yes, Eugene?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Eugene's not guessing. Heather's in the room. Something's happening.
Should I play a different track? Give a hint? Answer a
Could
question?
you start this track again, please?
What? This track again?
Yes.
Start it again?
Please.
Yes.
This track? Start it again? This track.
Oh my god.
Eugene, if you want, the 3 of us will drop out and we'll just leave you to it.
Yeah, do you need a moment
I
along with this
swear
game?
I did not cater this to Eugene. He just has a bizarre taste in games.
Eugene's
All right.
having a grand old time over there. He's just like,
Can I play something else or answer a question?
Yeah,
All right.
just go. Just fucking go. Fuck!
oh, Power Rangers! Tournament Fighter!
Oh, there's Mike
God
swooping in with the
damn
steal.
Son of a bitch!
Get that shit, boy.
I was that close.
God damn it!
Did you know it, Eugene?
Yes! I fuck! I just couldn't pinpoint it, man. Good job, Mike.
That was a character select screen. I played
Yeah,
this
No,
on the
that
show
was
before.
actually the City Square.
No,
stage.
no, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're fake news. You're fake news, bitch. You're fake fucking news.
All right,
That's character select. Okay, whatever.
that was the title screen.
Disney!
All right, so we are on round 7. Currently, the score is Steve nothing, Lucas nothing.
Guys, wait, can you give me like 15 seconds before you go on, please, so I can kill my dog?
Sure, I will reset my audio.
My breakfast burrito is amazing, if anybody was wondering. I'll hop in the chat for a second. What up, guys? How's my audio? Live with it all fucking night. Now that I have the chance to talk, I don't get to talk.
I swear to God, if you guys won without me, stand back.
There it is.
At the me channel, I win.
This is not actually a round. I was just trying to try out Lucas.
Nice. I like how you had that on cue, though.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Anybody else keep a silent tally of how many times Eugene has actually said Q?
What's your tally at?
Well, 1 now.
I love how Mike knows exactly where to put that Sonic amiibo so you can see the whole thing.
All right.
Fast.
We are at round 7. Let me reset my timer here. And oh, this is not gonna go well.
Game Boy Advance clearly, I think, right?
You would be incorrect.
Huh, what the hell is it?
Game Boy?
Nope.
Color?
Nope.
Yeah.
NES?
Fuck
Let me
you
give you-
guys.
Let me
We can't even guess the system, let alone the game.
Right?
like extra light source because I'm on camera. Sorry, had to answer a girlfriend question. All right, do we have any more questions?
Is this Metal Gear on NES?
No, it is not.
Is this an NES title?
No, it is not.
Did I get a platform maybe?
I hesitate to give you the platform right now because it might be a dead giveaway. So let me skip ahead to different track here. Anybody who's played this game will know this music.
So none of us have played this game, is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Can you give me a hint?
All right. I'll give you genre or publisher.
Genre?
It is another shooter.
Phalanx.
Radius.
Nope. Nope.
Super Archive.
Doom.
Oh, so it must be on an obscure system then, like Virtual Boy or something.
It might. It just.
That's a yes.
It is the Snowman Bros a shooter. All right. Yes, it is on Virtual Boy. So think of your Virtual Boy games.
I only had tennis, so.
Wait, it is tennis on Virtual Boy. Good job.
Did we confirm it's a Virtual Boy title? There's like
Yeah.
12 of those.
Well, basically.
Start guessing.
There was that Clash Brothers game or something.
Super Mario Clash.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, it's not that. And I'm going to admit something. When I picked this game, I believed that it was third party because the developer was not one that I had ever heard of outside. But Nintendo did publish this, so
Technicalities.
I can't.
here's your
You're
opening.
disqualified then.
I just don't know any Virtual Boy games, so I'm kind of out of luck.
All right. Well, if everybody either had this game or Mario's Tennis, and this game was Red Alarm, the third-person 3D space shooter.
I'm gonna Google what the hell that even is. I never.
Jacob
It was a,
Jacob got like half a point because he Googled it before he gave the answer.
Oh, cheater
Yeah.
face. Just look at it. We love you, Jacob.
all right.
Yes, we
What
do.
are we on? We're on round 8.
I'm pretty sure you're winning.
Me?
Yeah.
Lucas and I are tied for first place.
Actually, Eugene is. If this were golf, you'd be right.
It's not.
All right, and
Remember?
I'm at.
this is round 8.
Excuse me.
Is it the serialization of the Underpants Gnome game from South Park?
No.
Damn.
Anybody want to narrow this down?
Nope.
All right.
Nintendo 64.
It is Nintendo 64.
Quest 64?
Mm-mm.
Not 64.
Glover.
This one I am sure. This one I am sure
So-
was not published by Nintendo.
So it's not Quest 64 or Glover then. You can answer either one of us.
I answered you, Mike. It is not Quest 64, and no, it is not Glover
This
either.
isn't like 1,000 winks or whatever, is it?
No, not sure what that is.
It's not Tonic Trouble.
No.
Did you give us genre yet?
No, I did not give you genre yet. Would you like me to give you genre?
I mean, I'll take anything at this point.
It is a fighting game.
Oh.
Clay Fighter.
Fighter's Destiny?
Mike got it.
Fuck!
This is like all my old guesses, and I'm just not guessing them tonight.
I'm pretty sure we played Clay Fighter before. It's like 63 and a
Guess who's coming back, boy?
Yeah, 63 and a third.
Yeah, or Sculptor's Cut, depending on whether you have the ultra rare one or not,
Mhm.
which I do.
Yeah, this really is Steve's night, but Steve's not playing.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Does that
I'm
mean that
just.
You and I are tied, Mike?
No, I don't have a half a point, so I'm either behind you or ahead of you now.
I got half a point.
If it comes down to a tie between the two of you, Eugene does have a half a point from the Rogue Squadron fiasco. But right now, as it stands, Eugene and Mike are tied at 3, and
irony.
nobody else has anything.
The irony being that Mike has a full point
I thought
in the
Lucas-
Rogue Squadron fiasco.
All right.
Didn't
This
Lucas have a
one's
point or no?
No.
no. Lucas does not have a point. Well, Lucas has half a point if it came down to a tie. I don't think it will. All right. This is going to be a quick round because there are only 3 tracks of music in this game.
So it's old.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
No.
Crazy.
Dick Tracy was a shit game on NES.
Although I will say it was a licensed game. Not a licensed.
Three
No.
Stooges?
No. It was a
Goonies?
licensed game and it was on NES.
Goonies 2 or whatever it was.
No.
That had more than 3 tracks.
It is a license you would not expect.
It was also one of my old guesses.
We're coming up on another track in a couple seconds anyway, so
What did you guess, Steve?
Like in the kids or something?
no.
College game?
You're getting closer.
Like a Wendy's game or something? Is
I'll
it like
put it this
Yo
way.
Spot or whatever?
Um,
Is it Noid?
it is not the Noid. Who
Someone
said
say cool.
who said
Did
cool
someone say
spot?
cool
Cool
spot?
spot! Well, you.
It's not cool spot, but it is the 7-Up spot game.
Yeah.
So
Mike said something weird spot, and I said cool spot, but I don't want that point. That's a bullshit one, anyways.
okay, so who am I giving this point to?
Mike, because I riffed off of his spot answer.
Well, I think Mike
Yeah, I
was.
said cool spot, but you only heard spot.
Well, you had said Yo Spot, so I
No.
wasn't sure whether you were confusing Yo Noid
Close.
or. I don't know. Eugene says give it to you, and you say give it to you, so I'm giving it to you.
I said give it to Steve. Give it to Steve, but all right, I'll take it.
All right, and
I don't
so
care at this point.
on this last round, Eugene has 3, Mike has 4, and the rest of you, I think, just fell asleep. All right, hang on a second. Let me filter some of this out here because there are a lot of really short tracks that I don't want to stumble onto. Bear in mind,
when the Mike runs wild on you, brother?
bear in mind, I downloaded all this music like minutes before we started. So, all right, and here if the beach ball will go away, go.
Junior.
The sign that Eugene wants to get it but won't.
Banjo on the Game Boy Advance.
And Lucas comes in with his 1 point.
God damn it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, it is.
Fuck.
It is Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge.
Hey, quick! Whoever says it first gets the point.
And Lucas comes in for the tag team, tags me out, knocks out Eugene, and I get the fucking trophy.
So, Steve, do you want me to play something from Shovel Knight just to make you feel better?
Nah, I'm good. I've had weeks with no points before. I'll just torture you with Minecraft talk or something.
Maybe we should let Steve have the next round. The next tunes.
Yeah, you want to do the next Nintendo, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Then I don't have to fight for points.
All right. So the final score is Mike with 4, Eugene with 3, Lucas with 1, and Steve with 0.
And listeners, since I am dead out of games, if you guys want to help me pick Nintendo's to stump these guys, shoot me a DM on Twitter.
Nice. Like that.
Hell, I didn't even get into my more obscure games I was thinking about doing.
Those games weren't obscure?
I tried not to be obscure. I mean, the only really obscure one there was the Spot one, and that's the game I've been playing lately, so.
Yeah.
Right. All right, cool. Well, I don't see any point taking any breaks, so why don't we just roll right into Infendo Change the System?
Can you give me 10 seconds to do my rapper thing?
And I have to pee.
All right, we're taking a break.
Yeah.
I have to tell Mike something.
Thank you.
I'm listening.
Mike.
Guys, Melissa is here, so can I do my change the system first and then drop out?
Sure.
All right.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
Mike, I'm playing Splatoon 2, and I was
Okay.
just in a room with a guy named Swaggy Cal.
Swaggy what?
Swaggy Cal. Like
Like-
like Keenan and Cal.
Oh, here it go.
That was pretty much it though.
I'm loving that moment. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I've been in school. That was a nice little moment there.
I feel like I'm the third wheel in this conversation.
Kind of are. Kind of should just maybe get the hell
Hey,
out
Lucas.
and let us do our thing. What's up?
Make sure your microphone didn't get unplugged. You sound all weird all of a sudden.
Well, it was sitting on the USB. Does it sound any better now, or is it still all
Yeah, you
odd?
sound fine. You sound
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, I think it was because it was pushing on the USB.
Sour Patch Kids was a good choice.
Very much was. I'm very happy I learned about these.
Everybody got there, go run and tell your homeboys and homegirls it's time for Kenny and Care. They keep you laughing in the afternoon, so don't touch that dial, won't be the room. Cause they always in the circle, frontin' and you don't
Eugene, were you young enough for Keenan and Kel?
Yeah, I like Keenan and Kel.
Did you ever watch the Good Burger movie?
Oh my god, have I? I have this my ex-girlfriend she had this nephew that like just loved that movie, so I probably have seen that like a million times.
Damn, dude.
It's good though. So I mean, not complaining.
Wait, did I hear something about? I missed that. What'd you say?
Eugene has watched Good Burger.
Many times.
Cool.
It's his Frozen.
Oh, my girlfriend watched Moana, and she's like threatening me with the "You're Welcome" song, and I'm like, "Why do you hate me? What have I done? Why do I deserve such hate and anguish?"
I actually
What's the
like
chat
Homeboy
doing right
on,
now? I haven't seen the
on
chat in a
Saturday Night
while.
Live. It's pretty good actually. I always get Keenan and Kel mixed up. I don't remember which one he is.
Keenan is the one who's on Saturday Night Live.
There we go.
Was on Nickelodeon on a game or a show called Game Shakers.
Mm-hmm.
And he also does every now and then he's like hosting like rap freestyles and stuff on Team Backpack. So,
I've heard that like Kel wants to hang out with Keenan, and Keenan's like, "Nah, man." I don't know if that's true, but yeah, it makes me sad if it is.
Right?
yeah, there's actually a TMZ video I didn't watch about how like Keenan disses Kel now and then, and it's kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
Have any of them been in any like movies of note?
Wow.
Kenan Thompson has. I can't remember what they're called though.
I mean,
All
when
right.
you're on SNL, you pretty much get like the lottery for crappy
Sure.
comedy movies. So
That's true.
All right. I'm back and I gotta go like quick, so
Hope
let's
you are
make
playing
it
ready,
some
man.
games.
get my change the system in real quick
Ring
Well,
on
let's
the
just-
office
whenever
bit.
we're ready to jump back in.
let's just introduce it first, right?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right, we're back. Changing the system and shit. Justin's got to go, so we're going to let him go first. But yeah, this is where we're going to talk about the games we've been playing. So, Justin, what have you been hitting up this last couple of weeks?
Well, mostly I've been playing a lot of the same stuff. I've been playing, Breath of the Wild. I started the Trial of the Sword. I'll talk about that later. I'm playing another game that I am writing a retro review for. Don't want to talk about that until I've finished the game. So, but the game that I really wanted to talk about, if I can get the title up here, and this is the reason why I wanted to jump in. I downloaded a demo on my 3DS. I was looking for something to play on the crapper. And I downloaded this game called, let me bring it up again. I'm in the middle of the game, so I can't leave it. It's called Pick-a-Picks. Anybody else try this?
I've heard of it.
Mm-mm.
Sounds like a
All right,
puzzle
so-
game.
It is a puzzle game.
I'm
Y'all
listening.
like Picross, right?
Mm,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is essentially Picross, but it has colors. I'll put this up for the chat to see. You have basically the same layout as a normal Picross game, but you have to change the colors. And so, whereas normal Picross, it'll say like 2, 4, and so you know that there's a gap between the 2 and the 4. In this, it might say 2, 2, 4, and there are 2 or 3 different colors. So they could actually be right next to each other. So it's a little bit more complicated than regular Picross because you have to deal with, okay, do I need a space between these colors, or are they right next to each other, or are they different colors but there's still a space between them? But again, it's just a demo, and I've only played about 5 or 6 of the puzzles. But if you like Picross, I definitely recommend downloading the demo, checking it out, and seeing what you think, because I'm loving it so far.
Cool.
So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about as far as my change the system. I'll try to say more next week. But before I turn it over to the next person, I just want to say goodnight to the listeners live and on the podcast. And follow me on Twitter at Infendo Justin, and links to all my other stuff are there in my profile. So have a good night.
Awesome. See you later, Justin.
later, man.
Thanks
Bye.
for letting me win the show.
Yeah.
All right, man. So who wants to hit up the next changes system? Anybody been playing anything of note that's not Sonic, which I'm sure all three of y'all is going to talk about here in a little bit?
Sonic!
I talked about
Okay.
Sonic last week, dude. Didn't I?
I don't think we did
Yeah,
change the
we
system
did,
last
we
week.
did Nintendo's last week.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Well, then let me go. So, because it sounds like you guys are all going to kind of tag team the Sonic bit, and I have not played that yet. So, yeah, mine ought to be quick.
You say yet. Does that mean you might?
Well, Heather wants to get Sonic's, so we're probably going to get it. But on her console, I don't know if we talked about this last night, but I wish it had a cartridge because so then we can like both interchange and play it. But you know, it's going to be locked on her console, so I have to play on her console. But anyways, yeah, that's beside the point. So we all got to play some Splatoon last night. Well, most of us. I don't think Steve, you weren't playing Splatoon, but you were, on the chat with all the Infendos. So that was really fun.
Wait, what do you mean we all? I wasn't there.
Well, yeah, you're right, and neither was Justin. So I'm an asshole.
He just means the core group. Don't worry.
Oh, shit.
I guess I'll leave too then.
Follow him at Mike the Poet.
Mike the Parrot.
Yeah. Follow me on the account. I'm not important.
Oh, God.
Oh man. Okay, but so yeah. Anyways, I picked up a game. I've actually had it for a little bit, but I finally started playing it. I played Pikmin, and it's okay. Definitely, it's not all that in bag of chips. It's kind of just like a generic platformer. It's got some interesting bits to it, like you actually touch the screen to throw the Pikmin where it is. But I've kind of found that aspect of the game to be a little bit too easy. Like I wish it maybe had like the Yoshi story mechanic where it's got the little grid or the guide thing to throw your Pikmin, and instead you basically just tap anywhere on the screen just about, and then your Pikmin will get thrown there. So it's interesting. I haven't gotten too far into it, so things could change. I'm sure it gets a lot more deep than what I've played. Like I said, I've only put like about an hour into it. But I wasn't that impressed, unfortunately. My first impression wasn't that good. So
Yeah, sorry, I had a question too. Did you buy the version with the amiibo, or did you just download it?
I just downloaded it. I didn't want to get the amiibo. Well, I did want to get the amiibo one, but yeah, I didn't.
Did you spoof the amiibo to see what it does?
No, actually, I forgot about that. I should do that actually.
You should.
Good,
I'm curious.
Yeah, no, Lucas? I haven't done that.
Well, I just wanted to give a little fun fact to all of our listeners that when you boot up Hey Pikmin, the loading song is actually that sound that Eugene made when he was describing the game. You click the button and it goes, it's okay. And it just boots right into
the game. Yeah, so I wanted to throw that in there. It's I'll give you a more thorough review, I guess, of it maybe next week if I decide to pick it up and finish it. But yeah, I was kind of underwhelmed on first impression, so I put it down. So other than that, I played a ton of Battlegrounds again. Boring, don't want to talk about that much. And played some Breath of the Wild and collected a bunch of Koroks. So yeah, pretty boring week for me.
How many Koroks do you have, Eugene?
On Master Mode, I have I think I'm nearing on 300. I don't quite have 300 yet, but I'm nearing on it.
How you doing on that, Lucas?
In Master Mode, I haven't played since I beat it. I think I'm at 160.
Yeah, I've been continuing to play. It's kind of the game that I just keep continuing to go back to. So it's
I was just trying to stoke the fire because I know there's a slight competition between you two.
No, the competition ended after the shrine hunt for me. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm retired.
Yeah, I was, and then after he was 5 days sooner than getting the shrines than I was. I was pretty bummed out about that. So no buena. Anyways, yeah, who's up next? Who's been playing some games?
Say I'll go next unless anyone objects.
Hit it.
So I hopped on the group chat last night after having internet issues, because that's a thing here. God bless Comcast, right? So I hopped on Skype last night with Eugene and Lucas, and Phantom and Jacob Taylor we invited them on a little bit later. And after swearing profusely at Sonic Mania because I cannot beat that final boss to save my life on only 3 lives, Jacob asked me if I would buy Splatoon for a mere $10. And I said, of course I would. So next thing I know, there's a $50 eShop code in my inbox. So thank you, Jacob Taylor, for that copy of Splatoon that I haven't gotten to play yet, because it took 2.5 hours to download. Yes.
All you got to do to be our favorite listener is pay us real money. And we will love you forever.
And all we have to do is strip down naked and turn on the camera.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Wait till we have Patreon, man. Damn. Yeah,
cheers.
The big money.
So I got Splatoon. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I got Minecraft Story Mode with some other money that came my way that I wasn't expecting. Haven't had a chance to play that yet. I bought Sonic Mania. I am at the final boss, and fuck the final boss.
And that is fun. Like, if you have
Yeah.
a free night, get on Skype with Steve and just listen to him bitch about Sonic Mania, because it is
Not even bitch about it. Swear at it as it kicks my ass.
a blast.
Yeah, that'll cheer anybody up that's in a bad mood.
Oh yeah.
And then on Saturday night, I had played Minecraft with Jacob and Phantom, and I don't remember which one of them hosted, but we played in their world. We decided to do something different, and completely abandoned our original place we were building in.
Dang.
So we've all started building on the mushroom biome in that world that we found, not, just a little bit from where we were all building anyway. So, because you know me and mushroom biomes.
All too well.
Wait,
And I'll go ahead,
the
Mike.
Infendo world? Or,
No, not the
Did you call
Infendo
it
world.
Infendo?
It was in Phantom's world.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we ended up playing in Phantom. According to the chat, anyway, it was Phantom's world that we were playing in, which sounds about right. But yeah, we abandoned where we were. Phantom and Jacob saw their first Guardian, and I believe it was Phantom freaked the hell out.
It is a freaky thing. It made me jump my first time.
So that's my change the system. Not too much.
Did
I'll
you ever
go
beat
then.
Sonic?
No. No, so while you guys are playing Mario Kart, I may hop on and swear while I'm chatting with all you guys.
We're
So-
playing Mario Kart. Well, I'll ask about that later, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, neat.
So yeah, that's me. Someone else's turn.
Cool. So before Lucas jumps in, Kyrie said I'll go next. Speaking of speaking of Phantom's Minecraft world, I played Minecraft with him for I don't know, maybe 45 minutes to an hour one night. And he just started his own world, and I got in there and I started making a house. If you see it, don't fuck with it because I'm not done with it yet. But yeah, that's a thing. I've been doing my own Minecraft. I don't know why I'm playing it on my own. I just dropped something. I've been playing Minecraft in my own world solo because I'm trying to not get too many people in my world right now because I'm still kind of frustrated about the fact that my Animal Crossing themed world has a fucking tower of Soren in the middle of it.
That's a cool tower.
It's a cool tower. I think it's dope and great, but it doesn't fit the theme. But hey, whatever. It's cool. Anyway, I've been doing that. I completed the first of 9 map pieces according to Steve. What else have I played? Not a whole lot. I mean, I've been so busy with school. I started school again on Monday. I'm in school every day but Thursday from 8 till noon, or on Wednesdays 8 till 4 or 5. So I'm never around anymore. That's fucking shut up, dog. That's fucking annoying. But it's cool. I'm playing Sonic Mania now, and I played Sonic Mania with my buddy. He came home from vacation. We played that. 2-player Sonic Mania is great. It's just like the old Sonic 3 Knuckles. He's terrible at Sonic, just like always. He had horrible problems in the second world, the fucking Sonic 2 one with all the damn water. He kept getting squished by shit and drowning. That was great. Wasting all our lives and shit. And I finally got my 4th emerald on that. I'm nowhere as good as Lucas in this game, which makes me sad, but
You have more emeralds than I do.
fun. Playing ARMS, like I was saying before, until 3.0 comes out, I'm trying to play in airplane mode so I can get all the stuff done. But I might turn airplane mode off if I'm going to play Infendo tonight and play Mario Kart. So if 3.0 comes out tonight, I'm going to be really fucking upset. Also, the Pokken tournament demo comes out on Switch. Doesn't have online though, I think, so it's not going to be a big deal, but I'm going to pick that up and play that. What else have I been playing? ARMS. I play Tetris all the time to pass time while I shit. I think there's something I'm missing, but I can't remember what it is. I don't think I've been playing too many games other than the usual stuff.
Metopia?
I haven't played that in a while either because my 3DS wasn't playing the Monster Hunter Stories demo, which my 3DS is dead right now. So
Mine's been dead for 3 weeks.
oh, that's fun. But yeah, that's been my life. I'm trying to cut back on gaming while I'm in school, but I'll try to be around tonight if I don't die. I've been up since 4:30, but hey, you'll beat me in Mario Kart. I can't win. I can't win if I'm asleep. Oh yeah, I fell asleep playing Arms with Lucas one night.
That was
while I was at work. Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much it. That's all I've been doing.
Nice. All
well,
right.
I guess that means it's me time, right?
That's yep. You're up.
And I've kind of been wanting to go till last because I had a birthday this Sunday. I kept thinking it was Saturday.
Homie. Birthday, homeboy.
For me? Okay, but seriously though, I did actually have a birthday. I got a lot of cool stuff. I did a lot of cool gaming stuff. So let's count it off real quick and not bore everyone to tears. Monster Hunter Stories demo. Amazing game. I put 6.5 hours into the demo alone. I love it. It's a monster catching game, which I love. I'm going to get it on day one. Sonic Mania. I have beaten every character's game, like all 4 playable technically playable characters. I've gotten all the Chaos Emeralds with everyone. I've got all the gold medals. I think I've 100%ed that game. Play Knuckles' story. Like, after you do Sonic or Tails or Sonic and Tails, do Knuckles' story, because there are things that are different. There are boss fights that are different, and it's just really cool how they work that in. So that's a cool thing.
Did you say that they actually did some custom stages for the Knuckles?
Yeah. First of all, like his Green Hill Zone is a little bit different, and there's more like climbable stuff in it. When you go into one of the stages, there's a cutscene where like Knuckles falls, and like it's all 3 of you, and Knuckles falls. You actually do that cutscene from his point of view, and you do like an entirely different stage at that point. And then there's a stage toward the end where instead of going up a certain path, you go down and you do this whole other boss fight that like I was confused why it wasn't in the game the first time I played. And now I know why. So like there's stuff in it that you need to do as Knuckles. It's really cool. You're going to like it when you do it.
Isn't that a lot like what they did in Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles and all that?
Yeah, it is actually, which is awesome. Like they put a lot of work into this game and I'm really happy that they did.
This might be spoiler territory, but one of the things I remember about the original Sonic, which was actually really cool, was that there was like a kind of a pseudo like level editor type deal. Is that in this game?
There's a debug mode that you can unlock.
Yeah, where you like ranks everywhere and like do whatever. You want.
Here's my only gripe with Mania, and I promise I won't talk about Mania because I have a lot more to talk about, I think. But my only gripe with Mania is there are like unlockables that you can get for collecting the medals from the blue ball stages. That sounds horrible, but it's a thing. And they give you like abilities. Like you can use Sonic's upcharge ability from Sonic CD or Sonic's Insta-Shield ability from Sonic 3. And that's really cool, but you can only do it in a no-save file. So you can't start a new file and pick up and play like day after day with a slightly different like loadout for your character. You have to do it all in one sitting. I don't know why they chose to do it that way. But that's really like my biggest gripe with the whole game so far is just that one specific customizable thing that's only accessible when you choose to play without saving.
Right.
That's fucking annoying too.
Yeah, I just don't really like it. Made unlocking things not as cool because it's like who cares? But
Lucas, before you go any farther, I want to point out. I think it was Jacob Taylor posted it out on the chat, and he's just looking at Twitter. Arms Japan just announced like these like real life like bungee balloons that you can like wrap around your hand, and like the arm game you can just like put on your finger and they go flying.
That's
out.
awesome.
They look super fucking cool.
Cool. Well, now I kind of want
the
that.
fish and the zapper boxing glove and the master mummy ball thing and the
Nice. That's cool, dude.
The Springman fists. Okay, yeah, that was cool. Your turn. Go back. Keep talking about the games you played now.
Kind of want that. Well, yeah, I won't really talk about Splat that much because everybody else has talked about it. But last night we splatted. It was cool. I made a rival of Hacks, which was super fun. Because and we played which Infendo host are you? Like the personality test. Phantom came back as a Steve, and Hax came back as a Mike.
Phantom and I are the same person. Like the same confidence level and everything. It's great.
Mike, we were talking about it, and he goes, "Oh, I'm my own special snowflake," and we go, "Oh, you're Mike." That's exactly how Mike would have answered that question. But yeah, no, it was really cool.
I'm not sure whether to say "fuck you" or "yeah, it's probably right," but "fuck you." Right.
So they're starting. They're starting Infendo Radio, and I think that's amazing, especially if it actually happens.
But by the end,
if they do that, I'm copyright if they do that.
By the end, it became all of them attacking me and trying to kill me, and it was fun. I had fun. Let's see, Shovel Knight, played that for the first time ever. That was fun. I liked it.
Oh shit! I forgot that you were like a Shovel Knight like hater, and
maybe.
I didn't realize that. This
not
was
a hater.
Time. Well,
not a hater. It just never interested me. And I'll be perfectly honest. Like, it didn't wow me. Like, it's a cool game. It feels right at home as like a Super Nintendo title, like that I just never played as a kid. Sure. Would I go back and play it again? Probably not. I'm gonna play the other 2 campaigns because I have them, and I think it'll be fun to play as them. I thought the writing was decent. But I mean, like, I don't know. I see a lot of stuff online about like Shovel Knight being praised for, and just the original Shovel Knight. This isn't the stuff I haven't done yet, but like being praised for its visual storytelling and the scene at the end between Shield Knight and Shovel Knight and da-da-da-da. And I thought it was all very like middle of the road in terms of that kind of stuff. I thought it was a beautiful, masterfully made game. I always think Yacht Club does amazing work with all of their sprite work, but
sure.
It was like it was a 6 out of 10 for me. It was a good game. I enjoyed it, but it's not up there on like my best games of all time list. That being said, it was fun. I liked it. Thought it was cool.
I wouldn't agree with you on the score, but everything that you said, I could totally agree with, because I did the exact same thing with Shovel Knight. I beat the main campaign, haven't gone back. But
well, and mind you, this is in a world like if I was actually reviewing it for like Infendo, I'd probably give it like a 4 out of 5. But like just speaking honestly, out of all of the games I've ever played, it's a slightly above average game for me. Like that's what I mean by like 6 out of 10. It's better than average. It's just not like, you know, but I liked it. It was a cool game. I'm happy I finally got to play it. And I played it on an 8BitDo SNES controller, which I got, which is fun. You should try that. It's a lot of fun. You're really going to like it. Did I do anything else? Did I play any other games? I think that's pretty much it for me right now.
Hey, did you ever beat that game that you were playing a few weeks ago? The shit, I can't remember what it was called. God, you play so many games, I can't remember.
No, it's crazy. What was it? Do you remember what it was about?
That, like, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure you've beaten it. I think it was that like 8-bit type game that was kind of like Mega Man-esque or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Mighty Gunvolt Burst or whatever. Yeah, I played that a couple of times actually because I had actually posted the news that they had come out with their first DLC character for that, Ekaro. So I beat it. I think I beat it as all 3 characters actually. Yeah, it's a good game. I like it a lot, and you should probably pick it up sometime because it's fun. But yeah, I don't know. Now that I have an 8BitDo, like I want to play all the old retro games. So I'm doing that. That'll probably how I end up beating Shantae now, is now that I can play it with like a proper controller. But yeah, no, I'm having fun. Video games are fun. So that's it. That's me. That's
it's good to hear you say, because a few weeks ago you were like, I hate video games.
Really?
Well, like a month ago.
That was like E3 time when everybody was.
Well, E3 was a rough time for all of us, I think, and I'm still sad. Like, I refuse to play the Monster Hunter Double Cross demo just because I know that it'll just make me happy and then make me really, really sad. So like, I don't want that. You know, I'd rather just not like pretend it doesn't exist and don't go into it. Stories is amazing. I can't believe that you can like do battles with other players online in stories. I think that's really cool. I can't wait to start doing that as a thing. And I love monster catching games in general. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm still pretty bummed out about the whole, you know, not getting a new Monster Hunter game. So
sure. Interesting. All right. Well, I guess that really does it then, don't it? We have found ourselves to the end of the show. Before we go, though, I wanted to give a shout out again to Phantom and for setting up the Discord, and a shout out to Hacks again for being such a kind listener and getting some splat on for Steve. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
And yeah, if you guys want
It's
to,
pronounced platoon, not splat on. You fucking pronunciation deficit motherfucker.
and if you guys want to play some games with us, you guys should join the Discord channel, which I've already seen a couple of you guys join since the live show. So that's awesome. So yeah, we'll coordinate some game nights. Maybe we can get some Splatoon or Mario Kart or something like that going, and it'll be a good time. So with that said, I think that's the end of the show, y'all. So why don't you hit me up on Twitter at Infendo Eugene if you want to see all the retweets and all the dumb stuff I post. You can go to @Infendo on Twitter to follow everything Infendo's doing. And of course, you can go to www.infendo.com to read some articles and shit. So, Steve, where can we find you on the internet?
I'm at Gentis1 on Twitter, and I still play Minecraft way too much.
Shit. What's your hour count on Minecraft?
It's either 90 or 95.
That's just Switch.
I think I'm just on Switch, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not counting the hundreds of hours I put into it on PS4.
Shit.
And probably the dozens that I put into the Wii U version.
Right. All right. Well, Mr. Lucas, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter as Mike_DA_parrot. Been doing a lot of that lately, doing some guild tweets, trying to come out with like a new photoshopped version of our Miis every week, because that's something fun to do that gets me hyped for the show, but we'll see how far I run with that. And yeah, YouTube
ran farther than the remixes.
YouTube is Pokemon Trainer Verdant, but I'm actually planning on just changing that to Sigma soon. So I'll try to figure that out in a second, and we can go with it from there. But that's the thing. So that's me. Hi.
All right, Mike, you're up.
So you can hit me up inside. I can't hit up. Call my name and hit me up from the life. You can find me on Twitter at Mike_the, not like some urban ghetto parrot motherfucker. You can find me on Twitter at Mike_the_poet. Where else can you find me, guys? I have about 70 hours in Minecraft on the Switch. That's way too fucking much.
You're welcome.
I don't know how the fuck I have that many hours. I don't do anything. I would just fucking leave it on, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know where else you can find me. You can find me on YouTube at... I don't even know my YouTube channel.
This is informative.
Well, I'm on the YouTube chat right now as Wacko1337. I also have a YouTube channel that's just like, the name is like Mike, and I upload videos of like gameplay now and then, but I don't know. I use both of them, I guess, depending on how my Google logs me into it. But subscribe to my Twitter, and I'll tell you where to find me on YouTube, and Switch, and 3DS, and Wii U, and DS, and Wii, if you want to add me on all of those.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
And you can follow me at ribbongirl_RP.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're getting out of here.
If you want a ribbonanza of a good time.
Jesus. We're getting out of here. Be sure to follow us on the Infendo Radio YouTube channel and join us live. We record live every Wednesday, 6:30 Infendo Standard Time. You know what time that is, the real time. We're out of here, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Ribbonanza.
Bye. Why is everybody saying test in the chat?
Well, I did it because I changed my name and I wanted to see if, that was a thing. And I guess everyone else is just following suit.
Yep.
Well, fuck. I'm joining on this bandwagon.
Testes.
How do you change your name?
Just go onto your YouTube account and change your account through Google.
right, guys, we're gonna end the live stream. So good night, y'all.
I love you.
I love you. I love you.
Who?
You sounded like Jigsaw.
You know who you are.
It looks
You'll
like
never be alone.
on my screen, since you were leaning over to the left, Mike is the person on the left box. So it kind of looked like you were giving him a blowy.
Oh. Gotta get down a little lower.
Bye, chat.